It's Facebook Live.
What's going on, Facebook Live? This is Righteous Anger Podcast with your man Leo and Eric, and our special guest today. We got Kevin Skiffington, area comedian.
Area.
He's an area comedian. Have you played outside?
Yeah, I've performed in many a county. All right.
Okay, multi-county comedian Kevin Skiffington. Is that stage
Best
name?
comedian in the Tri-County area.
Is that your? That's on his resume. Is that what you go by, Kevin Skiffington?
Yes.
Awesome. So cool. Got the name right and everything. We're starting the show now, and guess what? Here's the good news about us starting real kind of late. Not really that late. What time is it?
It is... oh, crap. Oh, my gosh. 8:11.
All right, so we're like 11 minutes late. But you know the good news? We're ready to rock and roll right away. So all I'm going to do is press the little thing here, and we're going to start. So push that. Testy, testy. Cool. Give me a test.
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 Killer. Okay, we're good to go.
One of my least favorite wrestlers.
For those of you who actually watch wrestling, we're gonna have to get into this. You're gonna have to win me back over.
Oh man.
All right, guys, I want to welcome you to another episode of Righteous Anger Podcast number 16, where a Christian and an atheist come together and talk to people from all walks of life without killing one another.
Wait, what?
What?
Yeah.
We're not killing each other?
Well,
after the show, not during the show. We have a face to put on here.
Oh.
So, I
take
just
with
want.
it. Sorry, go ahead.
I can't
I flubbed it. Go
I
ahead.
can't do my thing when you talk.
Do your thing, bro.
All right. So, guys, I just want to thank you for coming on. We're going to have an awesome show here with Mr. Kevin Skiffington, the comedian. If you like what you hear, go ahead and give us a like, a subscribe, and all kinds of other things. We're on all forms of social media. Just look up Righteous Anger Podcast. If you don't know how to spell that, Google is your best friend. Eric is holding up a can of Slurm here. He's quite the fan. That's Coke, though, right?
It's, yeah.
You gotta drink Surge out of it.
Yeah, you can't be drinking Coke out of a Slurm.
I drink
koozie.
beer out of this,
Are you
man.
guys sponsored?
Yes.
Yes. No.
Not really.
Yes. Kind of.
In a way.
Sporadically sponsored
By Coca-Cola.
by Coca-Cola.
That's why their brand is covered up, so we don't get sued.
Yeah, we don't want that.
We got a thing with Pepsi, so...
No.
I don't drink Pepsi.
I don't either, man. I used to like Pepsi as a kid, but...
It's mainly because I don't drink anything that rhymes with Pepsi.
Yeah.
So,
That's
biggest rule in my life.
It means a lot to me being a tattoo artist here in this area, and we go through a lot of like bloodborne pathogen courses, and it's like Pepsi's get away from me. If I get that, I'm screwed.
Oh, my aunt had it. It's alright.
Really?
I think so. That's what I told her.
I don't think she could be a tattoo artist anymore though if she gets Hep C.
Yeah, don't let her kiss you on the cheeks. Mm.
I chose the lips, so we're all
Yeah,
good.
no, we're good. Tongue
Yeah.
is fine.
Tongue with your own, no?
Yeah, because of the saliva.
Cheek bad. Tongues are good. Man.
Tongues are good, man, because the saliva neutralizes it.
Oh, okay, cool.
pH
I don't remember
balance.
that.
pH balance in the saliva. Yeah, so welcome to Righteous Anger Podcast number 18. And if you want to go ahead and give us a like, a subscribe, and there's another way. There's another way to support us. All you got to do is go buy some t-shirts from Epilogue Apparel at epilogueshirts.com. That's Epilogue, EPILOGUE, shirts. And if you don't know how to spell that, don't buy one. .com. All right? Cool. Go check out the swag there. See if you got something there you like. We are now creating a shirt that we like to call the, English Mother Lover.
Oh, yeah.
Do you speak it? Although it doesn't say lover. I'm saying that for you kids that may be listening because your parents are listening. I'm not going to curse on... Oh, by the way, you can't curse on this.
My dad's a mother lover.
Mother lover, but it doesn't say mother lover. All right, so check that out. All right, let's just get the show on the
dive
road.
in.
And this is where the music goes.
Am I supposed to play that?
No.
Yes.
Yeah,
And dance.
with your butt.
We have a light studio here.
Righteous anger, righteous anger.
It's now the intro.
Yeah.
Righteous anger, it's now the intro.
All I gotta do is auto-tune that, right?
Please do.
With a little...
Yep.
All right, we got a show intro.
That's awesome.
That's terrible. That's good and terrible.
Oh,
No, it's
I wouldn't
perfect.
say terrible.
That
It's
boy,
perfect.
that boy good. That boy good. Yeah, good and terrible.
I'd say adequate to below average. That's what the Yelp reviews say.
Oh,
I give it a
that's
solid C minus.
Nobody listens to Yelp because, like, they should change that to, like, haterland.com. Nothing but hate on Yelp.
Angrycustomers.com.
Yeah. Biased, angry, can be made happyable customers.com.
Oh, yeah.
No, I think a real saint would just go around giving 5-star reviews to everything they like. It'd be a real saint.
Really saint-like.
Yeah.
It's a miracle.
I mean, I'm not gonna do it.
No.
Who's got the time?
I know.
Who's got the time to spew hate online?
When you get angry, you have a bad experience at a restaurant, you're just like,
That's
Yeah,
that's the only reason people ever, like, leave reviews for the most part. Like, okay, so like B&H, right? I buy a lot of equipment from B&H. What, did I spit on you? What happened?
nothing.
What'd you do? Did you splurge?
No, man, just
Did
keep rolling.
Did you splurge on yourself?
Slurm.
Did you slurm
I
yourself?
slurmed.
He's over here grabbing napkins.
B&H?
Yeah, B&H. Thank you. See,
Yeah, there we go.
B&H, and I leave them a good review every once in a while just because their customer service is that good, and I'm like surprised when they say that whole under promise and over deliver. They tell you, yeah, it's gonna take about 4 or 5 days to get there, and it's there like tomorrow. I'm just like, all right, I guess I better leave a good review. So that's the only time I feel obligated. Everywhere else, it's like, yeah, that's what you should have done. You should have done good service.
My friend's a waiter, and he just got a bad one, like a 1-star review, and one of their complaints was he didn't say goodbye.
Oh my gosh. And that's the Northern Virginia. It's Northern Virginia. Right?
DC.
Oh, same.
Like Capitol Hill.
Yeah. Oh, even worse. Those bastards. This area is so freaking. Yeah, I'll tell you what. You start a restaurant in this area, you better be good.
Yeah.
You can't halfway do it because people here are so demanding about service and quality of food and stuff. So that's the good news. As a consumer, it's great. But don't start a business here, man.
Well, the same thing is everyone in this area has their schedules down. They don't want to change it up. It's so hard to get someone to be like, oh no, I'll go there, but I normally go here on Tuesday night, so I can't go there.
You mean like as far as like hanging out or going to one of your shows? You mean
Just restaurants in general.
restaurants?
They're like, yeah, eat this place on Tuesday. Sorry.
This place on Tuesdays. Like,
This is my
But
Tuesday
bars,
spot.
bars,
You're really messing me
bars
up.
too, in general.
I'm trying to imagine how that even goes. Like,
This is my Thursday
Alright, so-
between 11 and 12 bar.
yeah, like okay, so during the time frame of 3 and 5 every day, I've got to be here,
Yeah.
and then after that I've got to go over here.
Oh, sorry, I gotta take a poop.
Yeah, this is poop time.
Gonna have
This
to push that
this
one.
is my 5-minute poop time. After that, then maybe we can talk. I can squeeze you in. Yeah, that would drive me nuts. Especially being, when I was stationed in California, I hate everything about the California except for 2 things. The environment. Well, I guess I would hate not having water.
Thirsty much?
Yeah, don't go thirsty. But just living so close to all that great stuff, and then also the fact that no matter where I went, Southern California, of course, not so much Northern. You had like
SoCal. Right?
SoCal.
I know the lingo.
You know
the OC.
yeah,
Maybe I don't
no,
know.
not at all. No,
You don't like Orange County? No.
no, I didn't hang out in Orange
What a
County.
great theme song though.
Can you recite it for me? Do you remember it? You can't just say that's great and then you don't remember it.
Look it up.
California.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Something like that.
And I only know because my
Yeah,
sister-in-law.
Keep thinking of it.
Oh yeah, she likes that poppy stuff.
Yeah, she actually went. No. I'm thinking of the other teenage poppy stupid show that I wasn't into.
Degrassi.
No, the other stupid.
Holy
teenage
crap.
Poppy.
There's a lot of them, dude.
Dawson's Creek.
No, the one that
Teen
was
Moms?
the one that was filmed like in South Carolina, and it was basically
Gilmore Girls. Or
South Carolina?
Gossip Girls.
no, it's about
Pretty
One
Little
Tree Hill.
Liars.
One Tree Hill. Thank
Okay, jeez.
you.
How many shows did we just run through?
Like 8. Yeah, she actually went to the set and like took pictures, and she was really into it. So, but if we were on the West Coast, she definitely would have checked out. She loved the OC, all about it.
Everyone did.
They patterned their life after these kids in California. It's like, dude, you live in the DC area. Shut up. Nowhere near a beach.
Yeah. It's a shame. I mean, Ocean City's not too far, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's no California beach.
I remember back in the day, you might get stabbed in Ocean City. I heard it cleaned up quite a bit.
I have not heard that.
Oh, really? It's worse?
Yeah, I mean...
As bad, maybe?
I've never been, because I'm OBX for life, so...
Oh, right on.
I mean,
Yeah.
when you come from money, right?
Yeah. That's not the beach we go to. A summer at Outer Banks.
Are we going to Duck or Corolla this time?
It's Corolla.
Yeah, man.
Who says Corolla?
Actually, all the people down there say Corolla.
The
Corolla.
The locals.
You going to
they're
Corolla?
idiots. They're idiots. That's stupid. Corolla.
There's an awesome
Toyota
go-kart place
Corolla.
there, too.
Hello.
No,
Yeah,
actually,
it's Corolla.
I went to school like 30 minutes from the Outer Banks, and I had friends that lived down there.
Why'd you do that?
I was stupid and thought college was going to be good.
Oh, Liberty.
No, Mid-Atlantic Christian University.
Whoa.
Thank you, Eric.
That's like Liberty, dude. Yeah, that's
Probably, well...
Eric's an
probably
atheist.
yeah.
You'll have to forgive him. Forgive my son, for he has sinned.
And I'm gonna keep sending maybe.
He won't stop. He just won't stop.
Well, is it sin if you don't consider it sin?
There you go. Somebody's
Let's
thinking.
hit the hard topics.
Yeah.
We can do that. We fall head first into hard topics all the time, don't we?
Trip.
Give me the hookah.
Stumble. No.
You're
Here
hogging
you
the
go.
hookah.
I didn't want to hog it. I was waiting for you to go. Give me the.
Oh, that's true. You know what? I've been really nice about hookah lately. I need to stop.
Reach out your hand. You do this. The whole 3-finger thing.
Dude, I do that. You know I do that, but
And
I
I'm
was.
like,
You know why I think I asked you for it is because we're on. So I want to let people know when they hear all that.
Oh, it's the hookah.
That's the hookah.
Ignore the noise, y'all.
Yeah. Do not mind the man behind the screen. Was it screen or curtain?
Curtain.
Curtain. That scared the crap out of me. You guys ever watch that?
The Wizard of Oz?
Yeah.
The Wizard of what?
The Wizard of...
that-
the Oz of the Wizard.
The black and white movie? No, I didn't watch that.
It came out in Technicolor.
What?
And
No.
sepia tone.
I think that's what he means when he says black and white.
Okay.
Well, the first like 5 minutes, black and white.
Oh.
And so I like to pretend that there's this one guy like, no, I'm not watching a black and white movie.
Right.
Never gets 5 minutes.
And then
He
it turns
misses
into
just bright colors.
and then it
after
turns
that.
into a great color film. Yeah, that's right.
What?
That film scared the crap out of me, by the way.
Really?
Like bad when I
This
was
is
a
the
kid.
Wicked Witch.
No, not
The
so-
monkeys, right?
The monkeys effed me up, and then also the wizard behind, his like face, his fire face.
I always thought more of him as Zordon from the Power Rangers.
Oh, definitely,
Equated the two.
definitely. Now
Big
that's
giant
interesting. You're 28.
Yeah, probably. I forget.
26?
28, probably.
No, seriously, how old are you?
28, I think.
We'll go 28. No, you're not 28. You're much younger than that.
Nah, 89. Born in the 80s with an eye for the ladies.
Nice.
I wish you guys could.
That was smooth. That was smooth as silk, bro.
That is so good. Does that work for you? Do you get
No.
tail off of that wink you just gave me? That was perfection. Holy crap! This dude just said his little line, and then he perfect amount of time of wait, and then like a pause, and then he winked at me, and I'm like, that needs to be recorded. That was so good.
It was, right?
Well, yeah, I guess. Hopefully they can. Yeah, I guess they could. Yeah, you're looking right at the thing. Okay, cool.
The
Holy
wink was
crap.
actually for them.
That was nice. Hey, I saw a gay dude today
Ooh.
at Starbucks. He was waiting on me. He was the.
Having intercourse with another man, that's how you
I
know
mean,
he's gay.
yeah, I was gonna say, how'd you know he was gay? Did you like blow him halfway through the?
Wouldn't that just
order?
make me
Like,
gay?
did you
It
blow
might
him a
make him
kiss?
gay. He blew you? Like halfway through?
He looked like a gay man to me. Can I just say that?
Okay, you can say that.
He looked like a gay dude.
Can you? Are we allowed to say that?
I don't care. It's righteous anger. I'll say what I want.
Ding it and say it and go on.
I forgot about the bell. So he was a gay man, and he basically he could have turned me gay. Like if he had enough time.
Whoa.
If he had enough time, he might be able to.
What's enough time?
I can't. I've never been gay. I can't tell you, but
Okay, you and him on a desert island. How long does it take before you're like, I gotta get
like
some of
5
that?
seconds, man.
Really?
Desert island? No,
Yeah.
no chance of escape.
None.
What about Northern Virginia? How long do you guys got to date?
Probably a week or at least. No. Well, the guy was magnificent looking. All right. Have you ever looked at a man and you were like, that guy is magnificent looking?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and nice to you.
I've seen Fight Club. All right. I know what Brad Pitt looks like.
I have a problem with Brad Pitt because he got old. Do you?
No, I'm not gonna fault someone for aging.
How dare he get old?
Yeah, but he's not the same. You know, that's so funny. Brad Pitt is so objectified, like a woman, that I ascribe things like, I never look at a man and go, look at him in his age and go, he's not as attractive anymore. I don't know if I can like
Well,
him anymore.
Clooney got more attractive with his age, right?
He doesn't count though, because I didn't know about him until later. So I can't. But I knew Brad back when he was, in his 20s or whatever, right? I saw his earlier movies, Thelma and Louise, I think it was, or whatever. I forget whatever. Some flick. And I look at him now and I admire him, but I'm just like, yeah, I'm just not attracted to him anymore. I'm like, wait a minute. That's a dude. What am I doing? Wait a minute. Nothing is right anymore.
He's also a talented actor, guys. All right.
Yeah, I heard he's done a couple good movies.
Inglourious Bastards, for one.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
12 Monkeys.
Crazy.
I mean, 7.
7.
Yeah.
What's in the box? That was almost Keanu worthy though. You got it. That was
Yeah.
almost a ding on his record. What's in
I mean, that's
the
his most
box?
famous line, right?
No.
What is Brad Pitt's most famous line?
Because I would say that.
No.
What's in the box? No, I'd say his most famous line was Bonjour. No, what was it? It was
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
Arrivederci. Oh yeah.
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going, what's in the box?
All right, the real me agrees with you. Okay, we were actually having this movie conversation earlier, Eric and I.
Oh,
What do you think, Eric? Don't say a thing.
I'm shutting up.
All right,
I hate movies, but
Zip.
okay.
you don't hate movies.
I'm a TV guy, but yeah.
Oh, snap.
Okay, well,
One of my peoples.
we can go that direction, but actually, I have another question for you after this. What do you think about the movie Face Off?
I don't think I've ever watched it.
Good man. Good man.
Wow,
Excuse me.
choke that one out.
So
Oh.
Nick Cage, though, right?
Yeah, Nicolas Cage and
It's the
yeah,
argument that it's his best movie.
and the other illustrious actor John Travolta. And I swear I think it was a bet between some Hollywood execs that were like, let's do a movie with the 2 worst actors that we can find. And it was like Nick Cage and John Travolta, like, perfect.
I'm more partial to Twins, though, with Arnold
And
and
Danny DeVito. Yeah.
That's a wacky hookup, huh?
How is that guy still alive? I watched him back in the day in his old 70s show, Taxi.
Mhm.
And I'm like, this guy looked old then. How's this guy still alive, Danny DeVito? He's got to be 70.
He kills it on It's Always Sunny. Saved the show.
That is your show, too, I bet.
I enjoy it.
You love that show, don't you?
Yeah, I'd say Love. It's not my favorite show, but yeah.
What is your favorite show?
Of all time, probably How I Met Your Mother.
I've actually never watched it, man.
It's good.
Can you explain to me? Sell that movie to me. I've never seen it. So it might
TV
be...
show.
Huh?
TV show.
Yeah.
Blah.
For all the idiots out there, and Leo.
TV show.
So shut the... Sell the show to me, please.
Well, it's a really good movie where...
TV show.
Dude.
Sub TV, guys.
No, it has a lot of strong writing. The jokes are real good that don't always take away from the story. I will agree with a lot of people that it went on maybe a season too long. Things get built in the stories to where they pay off seasons later.
Oh, really? So good. So there was continuity and a storyline.
Yeah, there's only a few things where I think it's like they made a mistake where like they did one episode where a guy like didn't know how to drive and was scared of driving.
And then the next episode, he's driving a Bronco.
Well, no, like 3 seasons later, they're like having a competition who can get out of speeding tickets, and he's like just speeding down the highway, and I'm like, when did he learn how to really drive?
It was 3 seasons later, though.
Yeah,
Come on.
but
He did a crash course.
Oh, nice.
You might want to pick... I just spilled wine all over your phone.
That's cool.
And like that.
Spill the wine. What is it? Get
Take
that
Take
girl.
that girl.
Or something.
Take that girl.
Take that girl. I just spilled the wine.
That's kidnapping.
Hey, there's paper towels right there.
Oh, cool.
Like all fresh and ready for you. You're the one spilling things and making things bad.
I'm kind of glad this happened to you.
I know.
Like, no offense.
It's about time. Yeah, where were we? Sorry.
How I Met Your Mother, great show.
Neil Patrick Harris,
Yes.
and I love Neil.
hmm
Not in a homosexual way.
Well, he's a straight man on the show.
What?
He's a womanizer even.
What?
That's why you gotta suit up, man. Time to suit up.
Oh my
Gotta
goodness.
suit up.
What? So he was acting in that show. He was definitely acting.
That is what actors do.
That's funny, man. Did you ever watch Doogie Howser?
A few episodes.
You weren't into it?
No. I was like, this kid has to like cut open dead people and he's, what, 8, right? Seeing a bunch of
He was like 11 or
naked old women and men.
Yeah, there was some problems
How's
there.
he responding to that?
It was the 80s. What are you going to do, man? It was the 80s.
Coke, apparently.
Yeah, a lot of coke and...
A lot of cutting up old dead people, right?
Yeah. And on his computer, too. Is it still all jacked up? I'm so sorry that I spilled
It's
wine.
okay. I can get on the computer.
Oh, my God.
It's good. It's good. It's
I
good.
feel like such a jerk. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Now you know how I feel.
Yeah. Yeah, but yours was lasting.
Yeah.
I like it, though. It almost makes the linoleum look like real wood.
It added character to the room.
It did. Those are knots. Those are knots in my fake linoleum wood. So you're like a TV guy, right?
Yeah, I think it's easier to tell a better story over that kind of longevity.
That's where the world's going anyway.
Yeah.
Like Netflix, for instance. I mean, I know HBO and Showtime and all that. Actually, F that. Who was doing that first? It was
What, like season-long stories?
yeah, wasn't it not TNT?
I was gonna say AMC.
AMC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like they were like the first to really do it, but
Well, ABC Lost was very.
oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that was going nowhere though. Like, we're just gonna have fun with this. Character development.
Those
Nothing
guys-
about the plot makes sense.
Those guys should be shot. Like for
Oh.
I invested 2 seasons into that and then realized, oh wait a minute.
Oh, you poor thing.
They don't know where they're going. They don't know any more than I do.
See,
The writers of the
That's the
show.
beauty of it.
if you enjoyed it for the characters, it was a good show. Incredible show.
Yeah. I see you going for a Hurley thing.
That's not what I'm going for, but
What's with the long hair and the beard, man? You've had that forever.
yeah,
I remember you before that.
I didn't like short hair.
And that's it. That's it.
Yeah, I wanted long hair. My idol Kevin Nash,
Oh,
he
okay.
had long hair.
All right.
Same first name.
So what kind of? I know I'm jumping around topics, but I'm just so interested by you. What kind of difficulties do you have being a long-haired gentleman?
Sometimes you're seeing like those real bad like chairs from like school that have like the screws in it. They're like the plastic like blue.
Oh yeah.
Your hair can get caught in like the screw parts and to rip out a piece.
Oh,
I'm sure it happens to women too, but
Oh yeah.
as a long-haired male,
Nobody cares about that.
yeah,
You must go through conditioner like crazy.
yeah.
Do
I mean,
you think he takes care of that? No. You know what? Actually, being it's bad to wash your hair every day,
yeah.
especially as a white person. So you don't wash your hair every day, do you?
I do not.
Good. Yeah, it's bad for you. Conditioning's okay, but shampooing every day kills the follicles and takes away the natural funk that's supposed to be in there.
I mean, that's what they say. There are some people where it's like if you don't, it does get too oily, and you do need to shampoo it on a regular basis. Or there's people that when they shampoo it regularly, it gets too oily, so hair does whatever it wants.
Yeah, hair is like the honey badger.
It's got its own opinion.
Yeah. For anybody who's never seen that, just look up honey badger. Honey badger doesn't give an F, but the actual word, and you'll see a honey badger.
You probably don't. You can probably just search
Honey badger. You think the video will just come right up?
Guaranteed.
Then the people go through like 30 videos of like National Geographic. Like this is not funny at all.
It's gonna be that old video. The
Honey
badger,
badger
badger,
doesn't
badger, 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 badger.
Was that even a video?
It was like You're the Man Now, dude.
I mean, I know what we're talking about. You probably. I mean, you have to search on YouTube.
Nope.
YouTube.
Crazy nasty honey badger.
It comes right up.
It's like the second hit.
There
Yeah.
you go. Second hit.
I
check.
know how the internet works.
You certainly do. You should you should talk to our last guest, John Victoria. He's a SEO expert.
I thought you were gonna say Al Gore.
Oh, the guy who invented the internet?
Yeah.
Supposedly, allegedly.
I mean, I've never seen evidence that he hasn't.
I invented the internet and nature.
You're thinking of Vinton Cerf.
What?
Vinton Cerf. That's the guy who created the internet.
No, Al Gore said.
No, I'm sorry, Al. Nope.
Al Gore
Sorry.
said he was instrumental in the
Implementation,
under
perhaps.
oath.
yeah.
Possibly, I don't know.
So where's his perjury charge? Sheesh.
He's a politician and get perjury charge. Oh man. So let's actually talk about comedy now.
Okay.
You've been a comedian for how long now?
I say 4 years. My first show was a little over 8 years ago. But that was terrible.
All right. What kind of jokes were you telling that day?
So it was for my school, and they were bringing in some high schoolers to like sell them on the school. And so there was someone talking, and like there was a theme for their talk about like forgiveness, I guess, or something. I don't know. They gave me a topic, and I was like, oh, I have like 3 jokes.
Oh, you did this in college?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so
He went to a Christian university.
Oh, limited jokes. Oh.
I mean,
I gotta go clean.
So, for some reason, I thought it'd be real funny if I punched myself in the face a bunch of times. And so that was one of the jokes I told. That was the punchline, where I was like arguing with a girl, and she like made fun of my outfit. And I was like, so I punched her in the face. That was a terrible joke I told. And then I punched myself in the face, as like 200 kids just stared at me, wondering what was wrong with this person and how do I not make that mistake.
Okay, that had to be from your professional wrestling background, wasn't it?
Oh no, I legit punched myself in the face.
So you just punched yourself in the face?
Yeah, I mean, I can do it now if you want me to.
Like where in the face?
Like forehead.
Please don't.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, that's actually a trick. Coach, or, God, I gotta stop calling him.
Yeah.
Ajarn,
Ajarn.
which means Thai master, Muay Thai kickboxing master. He actually trained us to, when somebody was punching you, like lower your chin so that they punch your forehead, because it's like 4 inches of skull.
Yeah.
And they might break their fist on your
Nice.
forehead.
It hurts your hand more than it hurts your head.
Yeah.
From
Nice.
my experience.
Great technique. So did it work? What did the students do?
No,
looked
they
at you?
just kept staring at me like it was.
So you ate your balls up there.
Well, the term is eat a dick, but
No, it's eat your balls.
No.
According to
Wait, who's the comedian?
but according to I am a student of comedy, the New York comedians say eat your balls.
All right.
Fine. You pick whatever part of the
I would just say bomb, but yeah.
Okay, that
so
works,
so
alright.
like every joke I told bombed because I like essentially wrote a new like 5-minute set when I didn't even have a 5-minute set to begin with about topics. I was like, oh, I guess I gotta stick to the topic. And so it was bad. So I did comedy a few more times for my school where it was better and I was able to just like actually tell jokes that I had written. And then I graduated and hadn't really been doing comedy that much. And then about 4 years ago, I started doing it at least once a week. Now it's more than that, but that's...
How'd you even get into comedy? Like before that, were you like into it like as a kid or?
So I was always like the funny kid. I didn't always watch stand-up, but like in high school I started to watch Comedy Central specials and stuff. Like Friday nights they would show it all the time and watch those. And so I always thought, yeah, that'd be fun.
Comedy Central used to rule
Yeah.
back in the day, man.
I mean, I'm sure if I was in high school I'd probably still think it rules. I mean, now you can't compete with Netflix putting up a new one every single week.
Not at all. And now they're literally positioning themselves as like the place for comedy specials, the place for comedy or for movies in general. I just saw Brad Pitt did a movie. Who else? Like big actors are now doing Netflix movies.
Yeah.
That's insanity to me.
Yeah, like I had a conversation with another comic about whether you'd rather do an hour on HBO, a Comedy Central hour, or an hour on Netflix.
Netflix.
And it was like, well, where am I in my career? Because if I need the credit, I would say HBO.
HBO, because it sounds cool.
If I already have a gathering, I was like, Netflix would have the most money. If
Yeah.
I have a credit, Comedy Central might gain me a better fan base than either of those two, where it might get more views.
Why? Because there's a bigger viewership.
I feel like people are more likely to just watch a random comedian on Comedy Central than just like find them on Netflix. Whereas Netflix
You're right. Yeah.
pushes the ones that they want you to watch.
Yeah, like Dave Chappelle. Did you watch Dave's specials?
I have not watched those yet.
What?
I know he got a lot of money, and I heard.
Are you doing the thing that that Allison Ruck was talking about, where she says she doesn't watch comedy because she doesn't want to
No, I don't.
accidentally steal something? From
No,
them?
I don't have that much integrity. I'm not. I don't watch that much stand up. I watch who I enjoy watching, and then I watch that.
Who do you enjoy?
So I watched Norm Macdonald's new special. I watched Rory Scovel's new special. Recommend both of those. They're great.
Norm Macdonald's killing it, isn't he?
I love Norm Macdonald.
All of a sudden, like, he's really starting to get. I mean, maybe he's got better sets now than he had in the last. Wasn't he doing Whose Line Is It Anyway for a long time?
No.
Or am I thinking? I'm thinking of the other guy. I always mistake Norm Macdonald for.
Oh, the improv actor.
Yeah, whatever his name is.
No, Norm was on SNL doing Weekend Update. He was hilarious. He's arguably the best late night guest. Yeah, and then he had a few short TV shows that didn't pan out.
TV shows are like seriously the death of comedians. Very few comedians make. And by the way, I think I talked about this with Allison. Colin Quinn's what was that show that he had? Crap. Yeah, please look up Colin Quinn TV show. The one where he had all the comedians come on and they would all panel.
Yeah.
And they would talk about topics. And
Tough Crowd?
Tough Crowd.
Yes.
There's no reason that show shouldn't have been like the greatest show. But I don't think that I just think that for the most part, unless you're Dave Chappelle or maybe Chris Rock, you don't do a television show. It's going to be the death of your career.
I mean, I think it made Daniel Tosh's career.
Oh, is he a comedian?
Yeah. See?
I just thought he was a great show host that became really funny. He became a comedian.
No, he had a real good album before that gained him a lot of fans, and that's how he got his show.
I just know him as Tosh.0, so.
Yeah.
Which was a fantastic show. Okay, but he's an outlier. I'm saying for the most part.
Yeah, most of the people that Comedy Central gives like weird TV shows, they don't last that long.
Ari Shaffir's show, excuse me, isn't getting as much press as it should, I think, as much love as it should. Joe Rogan just went off and did his own podcast for years and years and years. He's like on he's almost at episode 1,000 right now.
Nice.
1,000.
That's a lot of shows.
1,000. 1,000 episodes. That's insanity.
Yeah, it's probably the producers that kill these guys.
I think so. I
Like,
think
they're like, hey, could you do this?
producers or shirts. What do you call them?
Suits?
The suits. Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just their T-shirts are just they're not good enough.
They're not good enough.
Jesselnick had a real good show, and then he got canceled because he made some offensive jokes.
About what?
I think sharks was the joke. Like, he made more offensive jokes, but like, I think he did something about sharks, and like PETA got involved.
Oh, shut up, PETA. Shut up. Are you serious? You ruin all fun. You and all of your other stupid... I love animals. I love animals. Anybody will tell you, if I see an animal, I'm going to pet it. I don't care what it is. All right? But stop killing fun. You're killing fun.
Sir, stop petting my children.
But they are mammals. They are animals. They're animated. Oh my gosh, Pete! Really, Pete is the stop of his show, huh?
I think so. I think it's because he had like a girl dressed up in a shark costume, and she gave him a lap dance.
That doesn't even sound edgy.
No, it wasn't. It was like one of the least edgy things on the show.
Wow, it's funny. It's funny the thing that'll the career-ending thing. Like, what's the career-ending thing today? I don't know. Hey, I'm offended by that. Oh, by the way, is the everybody offended thing? Is that still going on?
Is that a show or?
No. Is that still happening? People getting offended and then things going away?
I don't know. I don't really tell offensive jokes.
What?
I try to stick to.
Would you mind giving us one of your punchlinees? Punchlinea? Punch. How do you say punch in Spanish? Come on, Mexican.
I don't speak Spanish.
Oh yeah.
So
Useless.
So you're just asking for a joke?
I'm just asking for a joke.
Why didn't Big E ever go on vacation? because he hated Tupac.
Ooh. Nice.
You know what? I think that you are definitely. I tell people, I'm like, he's kind of like Mitch Hedberg and Stephen Wright-ish. You know, Stephen Wright would say something. If you tried to do a Stephen Wright joke,
One more.
it would burn. It would bomb.
That's cool.
Because you just don't have the timing.
I don't have the delivery time.
You don't have that delivery, man. But Skiff's got the delivery, man.
I mean, there's some.
That shouldn't have been funny, Skiff. That's what I'm trying to say. That should not have been funny.
It's brilliant. I mean, there's more tags.
That's terrible.
No, there's like other jokes that I do that I know are stupid. Like I do an impression of the person who invented the pronoun it. And so all it is so I go, alright, this is the impression of the person who invented the pronoun it. And I just get ready and go, I'll be the first to say it. And then I just pause until the audience laughs at it. I don't... We're gonna... Yeah.
So stupid.
Yeah, we're gonna wait until everyone laughs at how stupid it is. And then there's 3 more after that.
What if you were short?
What if I was short?
What if you were short? Do you think your jokes would go over if you were short? If you were short, man?
I don't know what I would do if I was short.
Right? Like you would change your whole strategy.
I've been 6'4" for 27 years.
He's a tall man. He's a big man with a beard and a long hair, and he's like, you look at him and he says stuff in that sort of way, and it's hilarious. But I'm like, all right. When I look at you and I go, like he's sitting down in a chair. I'm like, what if he was standing right now? This wouldn't be half as funny. I don't think. I think that's the secret. You have to be 6'4". All right. Well,
I mean, Patton Oswalt's short. He does well.
Yeah, but see, okay. So, for instance, what's his name?
Kevin Hart's short man too.
Yeah, but he uses it. They use it. Like
Yeah.
they're. I'm just trying to. Has there ever been a short comedian that does what he does though?
Mitch wasn't very tall.
I can't tell you his height. I like that you looked at me to be like, can you confirm?
Can you
how tall?
confirm this, please? Can you?
How tall was he?
You are a student of comedy, correct? I mean, you should know the heights and weights of all comedians.
All of them, all the time.
George Carlin was exactly 5'9".
Louis is short, right? I guess he's not that.
No, Louis not short, but
Oh, my bad. He was 6'1".
yeah, I knew good shit.
A lot of comics are tall though. I don't know why. A lot of
DeVito's short.
DeVito's short as hell. He's like 4'11".
because he doesn't do stand up.
Did he ever though? He might have.
He's 4'10".
Shorter than I even thought. Okay.
Well, his build is 4'11".
That extra inch, man. All guys, they don't care. Wherever they are, just 1 more inch. That's all I need. Just 1 more inch.
That's what all the ladies say too.
Yeah, that's right.
It's not a lie when it's 1 inch.
So she said. That's right. There's a what is it like there's a plus and minus 1 inch. You got to forgive me. So I'm actually 5'8". I'm 5'8".
You gonna stand that?
He said I'm not gonna stand
Nice.
that. What a jerk. You know that was a joke right there.
I used to do a bit to people in real life to see if they knew actually how tall people actually were. And they'd ask me how tall I was, and I'd say 7'2", and they'd be like, "Ah, that's funny." It's like, yeah, all right, 6'11", and they'd believe that.
The 6'11".
They didn't expect me to lie.
No.
twice.
Yeah, exactly. The first lie. First is always a lie. Second, always truth.
Yeah.
Now, how can we use that to our advantage? What can we do? How can I get money by doing that? Is there?
Colin Quinn's 5'8".
Yeah. Okay. So he's a short guy, but he's got that short mentality. Something about short guys talk fast. They talk fast, and they're. I just never seen a tall comedian or.
Martin Short is our height.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's in his name.
5'7" to be exact.
Yeah.
For Leo said he's 5'8", but
Who said he was 5'8"?
you did.
Who?
That you were 5'8".
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm not 5'8".
He just went our height
Yeah.
to make yourself 5'7".
Yeah,
Oh right. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm not tracking. I'm a little tired. Give me a break.
Get you some. Get some more beer in you.
I know beer helps. Beer helps. So you're not a drinking man, right?
Not currently.
Good man. Is there a story behind that you'd like to share with the audience?
No, I would not.
Okay, let's not do that then. Who was it? Stan Rada we had on, and on the show I'm like, hey, by the way, there's nothing you want us to not talk about, is there? I was like, wait a minute. We probably should have did that before the show, before we turned everything on. We probably should have asked him that question. I felt a little bad because our next guest was like, yeah, you are going to ask me before the show about what I don't want to talk about.
Yeah, we need a green room.
Yeah, we do need a green room.
Like,
Yeah, with some nice snacks, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Just the brown M&Ms. That's all I want.
It's color coded
Yep.
in shot glasses. Yeah.
Perfect.
From Las Vegas.
Yes.
Imported.
These are the finest M&Ms.
Wait, are the M&Ms from Las Vegas or the shot
The
glasses?
shot glasses.
Oh,
No.
I want my M&Ms from Las Vegas.
Oh my, what a prima donna. Jeez.
They just taste better.
So there's no way you're a prima donna. Would you become a prima donna? Like if you, let's say you make it, right? Whatever it means, right?
Probably not.
I don't see you becoming a prima donna.
Like this past weekend I got an opportunity like the day up to host like the DC Draft House open mic in the evening.
Oh, nice.
And so like I didn't know I was getting it. So like it was day up, so I wasn't gonna promote it or anything just because it was the day up. And I was like, cool, yeah, I'll be there in a few hours. And so like I got there and like I was talking to people at Comics Outside and stuff, and like I wasn't like, oh yeah, I'm hosting, guys, I'm doing it, and just they all found out at like kind of the same time. They're like, oh wow, congrats, man, congrats. And I was like, yeah, I guess. Well,
Yeah, let's not make this weird, guys.
yeah, I don't know. I don't like.
No pressure. No pressure.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the outside, all the attention on me or whatever, or making things seem bigger. Yeah, you gotta act like you've been there before, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, don't look like a rookie. So how do you bring somebody on? You're bringing me on, okay? I want you to bring me on. Now, I've done Comedy Central. I've got a special on Comedy Central, 2 specials on Netflix. Bring me on.
So here's how this works.
All right.
I'm gonna immediately forget all the credits you told me, even though I asked.
All
Nice.
I go, hey,
Off to a good start.
yeah, how do you want me to bring you up? And they're like, oh, I opened for this person, and it's a comic. I don't really know their name. It's like, oh, I'm not gonna remember how to pronounce that. So a lot of times I go, give it up for the last comic, and the audience normally claps because
Yay.
And I'm like, let's keep that going for your next comic.
Okay.
Please welcome to the stage, land.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's
Yeah,
smooth.
not great.
What a terrible. What a
They
ter-
keep clapping now. You know? They're
Like,
No,
"Ah."
he got the work done. That's true. He got the job done.
No, well, the idea is I want to get off stage as soon as possible, because especially on shows where there's
5 minutes. 5 minutes a set.
well, this one there some people were only getting 3, so and there was almost,
How do you even
almost 20.
how do you get any? I never understood that. How do you get anywhere in 3 minutes?
Oh man, I can tell like 20 jokes in 3 minutes. Maybe a little less, but yeah.
You got the timer ready? You
What
know,
happened?
I heard that's bad to do. You don't put comedians on, like on stage on a show. But I'm always like, why not? This is what they do. But then again, that messes it up, so people can't come see you. How long does? Because you probably have. How many jokes do you have? You think?
Time wise,
No, like
individual jokes.
in you right now. Like if God were in front of you and said, "All right,
Tell every joke.
every joke that you can tell right now, how many?"
We using notes or no notes?
Yeah, you can use your notes.
Oh well, then I can tell all my jokes. I have them in my phone.
That's probably a hack though, to like look down on your phone. It's like rappers when Sway in the Morning goes, "All right, let's do a freestyle," and then the phone comes out. I was like, wait. That's not a freestyle if you're looking at your freaking lyrics.
Well, comedy's a little bit different because it's stuff that you have prepared. Although some people don't know that. They're like, wait, do you just come up with what you said on stage? No.
That's routine.
People are idiots. So what's your longest set that you could do?
I've done 30. I would need a little bit of time just to organize what I wanted to tell.
So you could do a 30-minute special?
I don't think it would be special, but yes.
Oh, it'd be special, all right.
What do you talk about? Like right now, your set right now, like what are the things that you talk about?
So there's a big chunk that's about my job. I recently started talking about how I had a Book of Mormon. I have a story about that. Otherwise, I have a bunch of just one-liners, silly bits that I do, just to move they're like connected, but they move along. There's some music jokes. I have that impression I did. I have a couple more. But yeah, I don't have like topics like people always say like. So what do you talk about on stage?
So what do you talk about? Are you like a political comedian or?
And so it's a lot of just wordplay and
Do you have any
puns.
good Trump jokes? You gotta have a good Trump joke.
I don't think I ever wrote one.
That's probably hack anyway, right?
It's pretty easy. Low-hanging fruit.
Yeah, I probably could make a 30-minute set on Trump right now.
I had a joke where one of the tags was like, "Thanks Obama," and I tried using "Thanks Trump" and it didn't work, so I just cut it.
Let's just get that out of here. You ever get that's the beauty. And I was when we were talking to Allison, she said she hated Bill Burr because she'd be doing an open mic and he would like just appear because she lived in L.A.
Yeah.
He would just appear and do like kick her off stage, and I'm like, well, yeah, it's Bill Burr. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
But she said it happened to her 3 times.
Mm.
That's insanity to me. Like but I guess maybe they go to the same venues a lot, probably in LA. I'm sure, like Comedy Store and places like that. But
Flappers.
What is it?
Flappers is another big one.
That's another big one
in LA.
That doesn't happen to you here, though. You ever get knocked off for someone else?
So no one would ever take me off the stage. There's been times where at the beginning of the show, the host is like, "Hey, you're 6th," and then like I start counting along 1, 2. Now I'm 9th, and it's just other comics with a more reputation that came in, and they put them up. There's a few venues that I don't perform in that much, where there are drop-ins from New York, like Michael Shea has done it. Louis dropped in there one week.
Dropped in where?
The Big Hunt in DC. It's probably
Where is that?
DuPont. It's
Is that an actual? Is it an actual comedy place, or is it like a bar grill that?
So essentially, the basement is almost strictly used just for the comedy shows of the bar. It's essentially a dive bar next to all these other like clubs in DuPont.
And Louis went in there to test out his material.
Yeah, it was he was recording his special in DC, and he had like a drop-in show. Like it was a surprise show. It wasn't like he just showed up out of nowhere. He kind of had things arranged so that there wasn't mass chaos.
Right.
But yeah, so stuff like that. Michael Shea's dropped in. Other people from New York have come down. That
Is it bad? I don't know who Michael Shea is. Should I know this guy?
He's on Saturday Night Live now.
I don't watch that.
He was on Best Week Ever.
I don't watch that.
Well, it's not a show anymore.
Oh.
You've probably seen him. I don't know. It's CHE.
CHE. Michael Che.
Michael Che.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's pronounced Che. Let me see. Oh, yeah. I've seen him. He needs a blacker name. I was completely... I was
Did
thinking,
you want me to say, oh, he's a black comedian?
You should have. You should have told me that, and then I would have been more interested.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. No. Yeah.
But yeah, so there are spots in the city where you do get bumped. But no, I would never be like, hey, this guy showed up, your set's over, get off the stage.
That's an LA thing for sure. That's a New York thing too, probably. I'm sure.
Probably, I don't...
They're probably like, get out of here. Get out of here. What is it? Open mic.
Open mic.
Opener. Get out of here.
But back to the notes thing. There's a lot of comics, like, it's not frowned upon for, like, an open mic to bring your notes on stage. For shows, sometimes. But, like, Dave Attell brought his notes on stage with him.
Dave Appel. Dave Lapel. Dave Attell is royalty. He can do whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah. So I have a friend who kind of mentored me a little bit, and he was always like, it's good enough for Attell, it's good enough for me, I'll bring my notes on stage.
Good luck with that. Well, like you said, it's not rapping, so whatever. I mean, if they're cool with that.
It does kill the illusion a little bit that you're thinking of everything on stage.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'd imagine from like a performer's standpoint, it's like, what? He didn't even memorize his jokes.
Who's this guy with a notebook?
Ugh.
It is really distracting though at an open mic when someone's like, well, let me check my notes. Like, you can't just look like.
All right, let me see the next one. Oh, you guys are gonna love this next one. Hold on. No. I swear. Give me 5 more.
I hate when people start scrolling, and when I am hosting, like I host an open mic myself, and if I see a comic on stage just scrolling or flipping through pages,
never again.
I light them, and that's when you got to get off. Like, you clearly went through the material you wanted to do. Now you're just you're just trying to find another joke.
Oh my gosh! I remember that in the world of open mic, but music.
Mm-hmm.
Back when I used to do music.
Same place probably, Epicure. Did you do it there?
Epicure Cafe?
Epicure
Nice.
wasn't around when I was doing that.
Okay.
Actually, they're still around.
Yep. They
Nice.
moved across the street, but yeah.
So they're still in like Vienna.
Fairfax.
Oh, right.
You're thinking Jam and Java, right?
No, I'm thinking
Oh.
there was another place, and I can't remember the name of it, but
Begin with an S, right?
it's something like that. It was a divey art shoppy
Mhm.
weird place, but yeah, Epicure's. I went to that place. The place is pretty cool. So now they're across the street?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I need to go check that out. I keep saying that. I need to go see some comedy shows. Never have any time. Because I'm one of those DCites you were talking about, man. I'm on a schedule.
Yeah.
Stick to my schedule, man. 8 p.m. sort of start the show. So you... I know you. I know how funny you are, just like in regular. You know what I mean? Like,
Thank you.
Yeah, you're a funny guy, just like naturally funny. When you go on stage, do you get flop sweat? Does that happen to you?
Like nervous?
Yeah.
Not really. There's been, if I know like, hey, this is kind of a big show, or if I know like someone's in the audience that I need to impress, I guess. It's a little bit of like, oh
Who
man.
do you need to impress that's in the...
Other bookers, other like comics that could vouch for me to get me on better shows. Things like that, girls, you know.
So, you know. So, like, where are you in your career right now?
I'm definitely not where I want to be.
Where do you want to be?
I mean, I want to be doing it where I can make a living telling jokes full time.
So how do you get there?
Get lucky. Get a lucky break.
What is having sex? Oh, dang it! You corrected yourself before I could make my joke.
Well, no,
So get lucky. So get your break. Somebody sees you, and then they vouch for you, and then you like. So what's the next venue? See, that's the thing. Like music, for instance. Okay, all these musicians, they record their songs, they put it on YouTube, they get discovered, right? That seems to be like the thing now. Somebody likes them, or they just go ahead and they just what's the word I'm looking for? They promote themselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you promote yourself as a comedian?
Yeah, I mean, you definitely...
Has anybody successfully done that?
I mean, if you can... There's people that did YouTube videos. Do you remember, like, the vloggers and stuff that would do, like, the weird YouTube videos?
Mm-hmm.
There's people that have gotten famous off of that and have gone on to headline the DC Improv.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
Like, they don't have 30, 45 minutes of material.
They just have those episodes of whatever their show or vlog.
Well, it's more so they have a following of people who are going to buy tickets.
And that's all they care about at the DC Improv, right? They just like... Can
for
you,
the most part, yeah. Especially for a headliner.
Can you fill the house?
Yeah.
That's all we care about.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can you fill the house, and are they going to drink?
So why don't you just do that? I mean, I make it so simple. I make it sound like, yeah, why don't you just do that? It's so easy.
Can't you get famous already?
Yeah,
Jeez.
what's your problem?
I mean, my Twitter bio does say, am I famous yet?
It asks the question?
Yeah.
Or, okay, well,
All right, we gotta look this up.
that's where you screwed up, my friend. You have to say famous comedian that you've never heard of.
Famous comedian in 3 counties.
In 3 counties. Try
The Tri-County
the
area.
Tri-County area.
Many A county.
I have dozens of followers. Dozens.
I have dozens. I have dozens of millions. You gotta have a presence, obviously. Like, you have to have eyeballs. It's the same thing in business. You gotta have eyeballs.
Mhm.
Get out of you gotta be exposed.
Mhm.
You gotta get out of obscurity. Like, these are like the buzzwords of...
So, but back to my goals, I guess.
Yeah, what are your goals? Yeah, since you're running the show, yeah, back to your... I'm smiling, everybody. Calm down.
Now he's talking crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So back to your goals.
This past weekend, I reached one that I didn't really know it was a goal I had set, but it was I got paid Friday and Saturday night for the first time ever on a weekend. I've gotten paid before, and that's cool. It doesn't happen all the time, but back-to-back nights on one weekend is cool.
No, whoa. So you don't go in, you don't like negotiate a fee or anything. You just go in and say, what? Like, what's the normal like arrangement that you have with these people?
Normally it's like, hey, do you want to do this show? And I'm like, yeah. Or it's an open mic, and I know I'm not getting paid.
Okay, so open mic definitely not getting paid. But then you do a show, and you go, yeah, I'll do it. And then what does the promoter? How do they give you money? Like, why do they give you money? Because people came and drank?
If the promoter charges at the door, you would think that money should go to the performers.
You would think, yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Now, obviously, there's some like promoting and stuff that they have to
Costs that they have to,
but the good ones are, well, I charge at the door. You should get a cut of this. And so kind of that when it's a showcase stuff.
I mean, yeah. So 1.5% of the total, right? Is that cool with you, Kev? 1.5. Listen, we can't go any higher than that, so you might as well just say yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Um,
$5. Here you go.
but yeah, so a goal would be to be getting paid a few times a month, I guess, or every weekend, at least getting paid once.
Okay, so, all right. So financially, what would you need in order to sustain the lifestyle at which you are accustomed to? How much would you need to be getting paid every show?
I'm not sure. I haven't.
Damn it, Kevin! These are important questions.
I'm still far away from that.
Kevin, you don't have. Do you have a manager?
I do not have.
You need a manager, Kevin.
You need an agent.
You need an agent to make sure you're not getting screwed constantly by these ne'er-do-wells.
But so that's part of it. Kind of the next step would be to kind of be one of those people where if I walk into an open mic, they want to put me on, whether I had it arranged that I was going to perform or not. Just, oh, hey, I'm here, and they're like, yeah, I'll get you up in a few. Cool.
Where they know you.
The Skiff is in town, you know.
Whoa! Who's here?
Skiff's here.
What?
Yep.
Oh,
Put him
hold
on.
Let me wait. Hold
Open
on.
mic, you're bumped.
You're not gonna believe who just walked to the door. Freaking Skiff.
No way.
What? Skiff?
Yeah, Skiff.
Put him on.
Well, there goes my open mic.
Whoa! How much does he want?
He wants half.
Give it to him. Just give it to him. Is that what you want? You want that conversation to be happening?
Something similar.
Something kind of like. So how do you make that happen, man? You say you got to get eyeballs.
Yeah, so it's kind of just keep doing what I'm doing, show that every time I get on stage, I'm delivering. So that they know if they put me up, they know they're going to get someone who can possibly bring the show back.
But you're not blue, right?
I'm not blue, I wouldn't say I'm...
So you're more of a Gaffigan.
I wouldn't say I'm clean.
You're not clean, you're not blue.
I just don't go out of my way to curse.
Right. Or talk about...
No, I have jokes about sex.
Sex.
I have jokes about that. Like, I work at Jimmy John's and the slogan's Freaky Fast, so I have a joke about how I was interviewing and my manager asked me qualifications. I said, my girlfriend already tells me I'm freaky fast. There's...
Hired.
Yeah.
Welcome to the team. Here's your shirt.
Yeah, so, I mean...
Here's some subs. Go deliver.
There's jokes about sex. But it's not like, yeah, I was effing this other night, or...
Those are the guys that seem to do well, unfortunately, in our world.
I mean...
In our world of comedy. Your world, not my world.
Not some... I mean... The ones who do it well, kind of the sentence I just used, they're doing that in jest. Like, who's effing?
Like that.
Yeah.
Not that guy. Right there. You. Front row.
How are you in crowd work?
I enjoy it. I don't get a lot of hecklers, just because I don't know. Maybe I do one-liners. There's not a lot of room to heckle.
Boo hiss.
You got to go ahead and set a trap for those people, man.
But the thing I'm working on the most right now is because I feel like I have joke writing kind of. I'm good at that now, I guess. Good's probably the wrong word. Probably adequate. I can write jokes, but now to take my set to the next level, to add more time to my set, I am finding out ways to ask the audience questions to get to my joke. To find out, like, because they could say a completely absurd answer, and I can play off of that, go into just whatever based off of what they say. And then if it's not great, I have the joke to fall back on.
Right. You know what I like? I see you doing. I feel like you'd be really successful at is like man on the street type of stuff. Almost kind of like what Dave Attell was doing with what was it, Insomnia?
Yeah.
Insomniac or whatever. I feel like you'd be really good at that because you are fast. You're fast in real life. You know, you don't really need the notes to make people laugh. I think that would be good. Plus, you're delivering everything. Like, what do you need in order? I mean, you got a cell phone and stuff. Like, what do you feel like you need? You got a show too, right? Didn't you say you have a show?
Yeah, I do a podcast about wrestling. So I mean, it's not something that people are going to go out of their way to listen or check out every week unless they enjoy or dislike wrestling.
You know, I talked to Allison about the fact that we don't really have, in my opinion, not that I go to shows every week, but it doesn't seem like we have much of a community here. It's almost like every other job in the DC area. People are coming from out of town to work here, and then they leave. Mm-hmm. It's like, why don't we have, oh man, that's the DC crew. Or do we have that? And I'm just don't know what I'm talking about.
DC is gaining a lot of popularity in comedy. I think one of my downsides is that I'm so far into Virginia that I don't get lumped in with all those people because I'm not at every single DC mic. And so that's what I'm trying to overcome, is being kind of associated with them and not seen as kind of...
Why don't you do the dirty, nasty, open mic comedian thing and just move in with like some other comedians?
Well, I'm essentially living rent-free currently, so...
So it's a good setup?
Yeah, like I'm living well and trying to pay off all my student loans for my stupid school.
Boy, that is a bastard. Wow, you got... Man, Eric, don't you feel smarter just every time you hear that?
Lots of college debt? Not me.
Not me. Yeah, that sucks, dude. So you got hit with the college debt, huh?
Mm-hmm.
How far deep are you?
I don't even know.
You need to learn these things, man.
It's that much.
It's depressing to learn it.
Yeah, it's like I'm not paying this off for another 20 years. Why would I even remotely be like, oh yeah, this payment's making a debt only like 800 more.
Okay.
If it helps, it's almost 1,000 a month that I pay in student debt.
Okay, so it's like you have an illegitimate child.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or two of them.
Or two. I don't know how much does
About two.
how much
It's
does that
about
go
two.
for nowadays? Two. Okay, right.
I'm not. Yeah, I don't know how much kids are selling for.
It's on the market.
Yeah, is that market value?
That's the current market value. So yeah, you want to pay.
Oh yeah, are like 8-year-olds today are market value?
Depends on how fresh.
Yeah, how well behaved.
Yeah.
So I want to see you succeed so bad.
Thank you.
I believe in you. I love you.
Thank you. Love you too, man.
There
You
it
guys
is.
need me to leave the room?
No, you can stay.
Okay.
I love you too.
Let me get the camera.
It's already going.
Yeah, it's going. we're live. But you,
Not sure they want to watch that.
but I need you to do a couple of things for me, man. All right.
Okay.
I need you to move to DC
Mm-hmm.
and then become the Skiff.
The Skiff. Okay.
Just Skiff.
I've
Just Skiff. That's your thing.
that's my Twitter handle.
That's his Twitter handle.
Yeah.
Just Skiff.
At Just Skiff.
There you go.
You gotta promote yourself, right?
That's right. At Just Skiff. Check him out at Just Skiff Twitter handle. How can they find you in other places?
I mean, if you want to be weirdos, you can add me on Facebook
Ooh,
by my name.
Look in the comments right there.
Kevin Skiffington.
Right there.
There they are, right around somewhere.
On
around
that
here.
side.
Okay. And
I mean, MySpace is Cool K Dog 911.
it's terrible.
Yeah, it was.
That's terrible.
It was terrible.
What were you, like 12 when you made that?
Oh god, I might have been younger than that.
Cool K-Dog.
Yeah, 911.
Cool.
That sucks when you make a name like that when you're young and you can't get rid of it because everything's there.
Yeah, I know. I had to like make an active thing to change it to Just Skiff for a lot of different.
No. It's Just Skiff. No. K Dog is gone. He's
Like
dead.
I hated it for a long time, but I was like, well, it's that on this message board. Like I can't. Why would I change it? And then one day I was like, wait, I can just change it on this new thing that I'm doing.
Done and done.
Changed.
And then thankfully, like Zanga, they got rid of all their archives. Like I think you have to like go into it and like be like, hey, can you like put my archive back on? Like I want everyone to know about my middle school life.
That's
Your
good.
blunder years.
Yeah,
Let's
you have to
put
like
those back
you
up.
have to give them consent to put that back on the internet, which sucks because I used to like I would meet this. I probably shouldn't say this on there, but I would meet girls at a bar, and like we'd connect or whatever, and like maybe add each other on Facebook, and then like I'd be like, yo, I'm gonna find her MySpace and her Zanga and find out how crazy she is, and boy were those fun reading.
Okay, so here's the question. First of all,
I never murdered any of them.
that is creepy. Check his basement. 2, what is a Zynga? What is this?
Were you familiar with LiveJournal?
No.
Oh boy.
Is this old school stuff that I should know about?
It was around the time of MySpace. You're familiar with MySpace, right?
I probably still have a profile.
You have to reactivate that too. You
Oh,
can't
really?
find people's old MySpace unless you give them
They
consent.
shut them down, man.
They redesigned their site and it was real smooth, but like no one's ever gonna use it.
Yeah,
again.
nobody cares about
Yeah.
MySpace.
Like they put in a lot of work to redo their
They
site.
really did. They put in a lot of work, and they paid gazillions of dollars in advertising,
Mhm.
and nobody cares.
But so
Oh.
Zanga was essentially like MySpace blogs, but like you could like do cool backgrounds and like tell people what music you were listening to.
Oh
A
yeah.
lot of the scene kids were on it, and so if you like, I used to go back and like even my friends read them from middle school, and girls would be like, "Oh, this girl's such a b, like she stole my boyfriend," and the next post is like, "We're best friends."
Idiots.
And,
Yeah,
and
that-
so
misinterpretation.
I lived for the reading those like a decade later, just like, oh man, you were so dumb.
That was probably like fodder for some jokes, right?
I mean, I don't have any jokes based off of it, but man, it was fun. I did do an awesome show in DC called Facebook Monologues, where part of the show is they look through your old Facebook statuses and then go, you posted this, why? And so it was a lot of fun. But Zangas would be even more fun.
I feel like I had a misspent youth. Although,
You got out more.
is that what it was?
That's probably.
I think I was in the military when Sanga was around. Because I didn't do really much in the military.
I did the live journal thing and DeviantArt. DeviantArt was really
Dude,
good.
I love DeviantArt. I call that the time vampire. Because I used to go on DeviantArt and just be like, cool.
This great art. Oh my gosh.
Then it turned
Follow.
into Tumblr.
Ugh.
I never got into Tumblr.
You're not missing much.
Not missing much. No, I'm into Pinterest now. Am I? Can I get that dude now?
Oh,
That
it's the
get-
girls' version of Reddit. That's
Oh, Pinterest.
cool. Yeah.
I learned so many things on Pinterest. I learned how to make this table in Pinterest. That's actually not true. This was
Store-bought.
This was all me. Alligator scan.
You should have put it on Pinterest. Look at the table I made.
Look at this table I made.
Definitely should have pinned it.
I should have pinned that. So, not Pinterest, but what's the other thing that?
Instagram?
I need to get good on that.
Because I don't use Instagram.
IG.
You're an idiot.
Yes.
You're
I
an
am.
idiot, Skiff. Skiff.
That's one way.
How do you not get on Instagram and you're a comedian?
I don't take pictures.
Kevin, you got 30-second thingies every like hour is like the minimum. I'm not an
Little
Instagram.
clips.
I just said I'm not an Instagram guy,
Vine was good too, and I didn't do that.
but that was so short-lived. That's done.
It was.
Don't you
a good
very
run.
popular.
don't you feel like you needed a lot of production value or something? Those Vine videos started to get crazy. Like people were really going kind of techno on
There's
that.
good
whole thing.
cuts. Yeah.
Really good cuts. Like wow, how did they do that? What is this? Industrial lights and magic over here? Like
Special effects.
special effects. This
Yeah.
one guy jumping through a car and then driving off and Vine was amazing, but
No, I should get an Instagram. I've thought about it, and I was like, man, I just don't take pic. Like, I'm not gonna post a selfie every day.
gotta do it, man.
It's a lot of commitment.
You got
honestly.
look. You're gonna be Patrice O'Neill, Colin Quinn, who are some of the other guys? Jim Norton. You're gonna be those guys. Jim Norton. You're gonna be the guys that they were like, I'm not doing any of that, and they were awesome and great comedians. Maybe not Jim Norton, but they were awesome and great comedians. But nobody like ever knew them. You know what I mean? Because like they never got the respect because they didn't play ball. They didn't play the game. I feel like you got to play the game, man.
Look, people follow me on Twitter because they like my jokes, but they don't have to look at my face. So it's the beauty.
Why wouldn't you show? That's the beauty, right?
Yeah.
No, but why wouldn't you show your face though?
I don't know. That's one of the things I'm gonna have to work on to get famous. Is I believe I don't have a good enough appeal.
You're a comedian.
Yeah, that's why I chose comedy. It's the best. You can get the farthest while looking the worst.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter, but they got to see you. That's the whole
Yeah.
point of Instagram is they see you. Like that's marketing nowadays. You just got to be constantly there. Content is king, and that whole
Thou shalt post.
thou shalt post.
Like I know we're on Facebook Live, so we probably shouldn't talk bad about them. But a lot of young people aren't using Facebook anymore.
I
And
know.
so
Snapchat.
And
It's all
so
about
promote. I got a Snapchat. I do have
Yeah.
that. But I just don't take enough pictures. My Instagram would just be, here's this show flyer.
And you know the crazy thing is, if that's what you did, you'd be famous. You'd be internet famous because I see the stupidest. Just there's people that don't have a career like you are working on a career in entertainment, and there's people that have no career in entertainment, and they're more famous than you are.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Another one of my friends, he has a ton of Twitter followers, but he has tweets or pictures that he put on Instagram, and it's a funny picture, but it gets stolen and the stolen ones get so much more love than his original one, and it's like, man, how like.
So he's got to steal the stolen ones.
Well, no, because like then it's still like he's still gonna get the same response as if it was one of his.
What? Because he sucks? Are you saying your friend sucks?
No, he's got over 100,000 Twitter followers, but then his.
Can you tell that guy to be like, hey, Skiff's having a show over here on this day?
Steal this.
No, we've done shows together. He retweets me every once in a while. Yeah, I mean, he shows me love.
Okay, I'll tell you what. This is your strategy. Have a war with someone famous on Twitter.
Oh man, I tried.
Oh really? Who'd you go after?
I don't remember.
It was Trump, and we had a Twitter battle for 3 days.
He blocked me.
Do you remember Tiffany?
Who?
Tiffany?
Who?
I think we're alone now.
Oh. You went after her?
Yeah, man, she no-showed one of my podcasts.
Shh. Then what happened?
I was like, yo, what's up? And she never responded.
Hey, girl.
Yo, malls suck.
Skip's got this voice. Skip has got the. You've got so many different avenues I can see you going in, like so many avenues. But you got to get over this whole your face not being on front of people thing.
I mean, I'm cool with my face being in front of people. I just don't want to. Here's my face. Here's my face. Here's my foot.
Well, just be more interesting than that.
Oh, here's this face.
No, see, be creative. Just do something that people aren't doing, or just be better than that. I
Look,
think.
I write jokes so I don't have to be creative.
Yeah, well, good luck.
I just make fun of stuff for a living.
No, I did. I thought about making a Twitter where I just live tweeted like random TV shows, like not even like the episode airing right away. Be like, yo, in like 10 minutes, we're all gonna watch this episode of Friends. Let's do it. And then just tweet it.
Yeah.
Commentary.
Yeah.
Commentary would be good. Curating. Everybody gets that. Like that's the thing is curating. You don't have to create new content.
You find the good stuff.
You find the good stuff, or you make fun of the bad stuff.
And share.
And share. Yeah, it's all about sharing.
And not giving credit where credit's due.
No, never do that. That's stupid.
But yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like my friend created that picture, and then it got shared, and those people got more love than he did for creating it.
It's terrible. It's terrible. But that's the it's like we got to learn this game of the internet now. You know, like the modern internet.
Yeah, there's research that shows like when the best times to tweet are, when the best times to post.
Between 5 and 6, and what was it, like 7? 5 and 6 in your area or whatever, or in your time zone.
I think it's 2 now.
Oh, it's 2 now?
Yeah, I think it was like 2 and 4.
1 to
It's
3
early?
p.m.
What is it?
1 to 3 p.m.
It went down that much?
People leave or check out of work early. They've already worked so long. Now it's like, oh man, I'm only here 2 more hours.
Dude, literally.
Let me see what's on Twitter.
A year ago, it was between like 5 and 7 or something.
That's when they're eating dinner. You're not checking your phone at dinner.
I do.
I do my most in the morning. I think
I do my most when I'm taking a dump.
that's a good time too.
And I'll tell you what, man, I get good like for a solid hour because that's how long I usually take.
Wow.
Come on, man.
Please stop bragging.
Sorry.
Wow.
I've got a good system going, but for like an hour.
Non-stop peeing, right?
No,
Just a stream.
Deuces.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just thought you were a guy who sat down to pee.
I try not to pinch. I try to just do one
Just
long.
let it come out, yeah.
Well, now if you're doing if
a
you've
good
been
beer.
for an hour, do you turn around so that you can rest your hands on the tank?
That's pretty clever.
You gotta take your pants off. That's the downside.
Yeah,
Because if someone walks in, they're like, "Well, why are your pants off?"
What are you doing?
But
Chilling.
if you're gonna be on there for an hour, like
I am notorious for my legs falling asleep on, and then like me like staggering out, like oh,
the worst.
I can't walk, like crawling out of the toilet. Hey, but you know what? For that hour, great content on my Facebook page. I'm just like I'm curating. I'm looking at videos. Like, oh, that's hilarious. Share. Oh, little comment here. Share that too.
that's the other thing with Facebook now. Now you gotta post your pictures as videos, or else people won't see them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Man, I hate these algorithms.
Dude, but you gotta stay on top. It's almost like you gotta be a what do you call it? An SEO expert.
But it's
All the time.
But like, man, like I'm friends with these people because I want to see what they're doing. Show me what they're doing. yeah, I haven't liked something that they've done in a year. I don't care. I'll unfollow them if I want to. You don't get to make that choice for me, Facebook.
That's right. Do you know about Anthony Cumia? Open Anthony? Guy?
Yes.
So he gets fired, back in 2015 or 16. I don't remember. I think it was last year. But he gets fired because he gets assaulted by a black streetwalker, I think. And he says some quasi-racist stuff on there. Gets kicked off of his job at Sirius XM or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Does his own podcast or show or whatever. Does really well. It's paid. He's got a following, the whole nine, right? Then he gets kicked off of Twitter a year later for saying something not racist, but it was against, I guess, somebody that the Twitter gods don't want you to speak ill of. And then now he's got his thing, his Twitter page taken away, or his Twitter account taken away. So ironic. Like, you don't know. You ever worry about? Well, you said you don't really offend anybody, but
No.
yeah.
I mean, I listened to another podcast where they were talking about like comics are the last like people who can say those offensive things.
Barely.
Like, I mean, yeah, but like, you can't do it in movies anymore. Like,
PC culture is the worst thing, I think, for our society at this point.
well, so they said comics, and then what you'll enjoy, like boxers, fighters, like McGregor and Mayweather are saying very offensive things about each other, and it's selling.
Oh yeah, calling each other the B word. McGregor, either knowingly or unknowingly, I'm not sure, the jury's still out, was like being super racist against Mayweather.
And then Mayweather said McGregor was gay.
Oh really?
He may have used a different word though.
Oh really? He said it was an F word, huh? That is great. But you know what? They can't do any wrong at this point. They could say anything about anyone. This fight is still happening. Money is still being made.
You buying it?
No, I can't afford $100 for a fight that's going to last a minute. No.
Watch it on YouTube.
You don't think it's going the full distance? Mayweather just
No.
defense the whole time?
You know what? It probably will be that boring, but that's the third option I don't like. Is it going the distance and it being like the Pacquiao fight, which everybody thought was going to be fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
You pay the money.
Boring.
And I like fighting. I mean, I enjoy boxing. I know what they're doing, and it was still boring. No, thank you, sir. I'll watch it. I'll watch the pirated footage on YouTube like everyone else the next day.
I hope McGregor just gets in the ring,
And like
flying
jump
knee,
kicks him or something.
flying knee, DQ, grabs his money and bounces.
He's not going to get money for that.
He gets money if he loses.
Flying what?
Flying knee.
He's not. Well, get a DQ and get his money. He's going to. Well, would he go to jail for that? He might,
No, you can't go to jail.
he might go to jail for doing that. That's against the law. You can't. This is a boxing match. You can't be doing flying knees.
It'd be totally worth it, though.
Oh, I'd love it.
Maybe you could try and get a manslaughter lawsuit, but no.
If he kills him, yeah, it's just knock his jaw off.
But like, it's a
I'm out.
sanctioned fight.
Yeah, but it's a sanctioned boxing match.
Oops,
There's probably
need him
some-
in the jaw.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah, well, if he does an oopsie, that's a whole other story. That might be interesting.
Yeah.
He does like an oopsie, like
Oop,
elbow
Yeah.
to the temple or something, knock him out that way.
my bad.
Hey, man. Hey, look, I'm not a boxer. I don't know if you knew that.
But yeah, I hope. I mean, I assume the winner's gonna get more of the winner's purse, if that's still even a term.
I don't think they do that in boxing. Not of this fight. Like this fight, they're gonna get what they get.
Okay.
Pretty much, they're getting what they get.
Well, and add in sales and stuff, percentage.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
that.
But I think all that's already. I'm pretty sure all that's the allure and why Dana White is worried that his fighters are going to want to go start doing boxing matches, is because there's no winner's purse like in MMA where you have a win bonus.
Yeah.
It's just how much are you going to get to fight? Okay, how much are you going to get to fight? Okay, cool, fight's on. So there's none of that BS of trying to have.
But then it's like, wait, that guy's getting this much more than me for this fight. I don't.
Yeah, there's probably that, but you know.
And then they're like, well, then I want to get what he's getting. And then that guy's like, well, I should get more than that. I'm the one that.
Dana White he's a pimp though. He's an ultimate fight pimp. Like he already nipped that in the bud. He said no. He's like, the only reason that McGregor is fighting a boxing match is because this fight happens now because this is the time for this fight. There's never been anything like this before. It's the only reason I'm letting him do it, and nobody else is gonna at this point is gonna be able to get the numbers that these guys and eyeballs that these guys are able to get. That's the only reason. Mm-hmm. So other fighters, no, I'm not gonna let you get out of your contract to go box. It's not happening. You have to stay in your contract. And the thing is, and that's the whole problem that the fighters are having, is that they're stuck in these contracts where they fight. If they're good fighters, they're fighting maybe once a month, most likely not. Maybe, and it's like they can't fight in any other things. Yeah. So they don't get paid. So now these guys' livelihoods are getting affected because they're stuck in contracts. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's the state of the fighter at this point, the UFC fighter. But now there's competition, and they're trying to go up against the UFC, which I think is great. When there used to be a UFC, look, I'm going right into it, Eric.
Yeah, I'm letting you.
When there used to be a UFC and a Pride, mm-hmm. and Japanese Pride, that was awesome.
Kickboxing, though, right?
No. You're thinking
K1.
K1, yeah. Pride was MMA, but it was like 2 10-minute rounds. Head kick, soccer kicks to the head were allowed.
Crow Cop was the star, right?
Crow Cop was one of the big stars. Fedor Emelianenko. That's actually where Rampage Jackson came from. All these killers. Vanderlei Silva. Pride went away. Then UFC took over. Anybody who went up against the UFC as a fight promotion went away, mm-hmm. because they couldn't compete, and UFC completely just dominated them. But now that the fighters have a union, and they're like, yeah, we're not going to fight for you anymore. Now there's some competition happening, and which is good for all of us.
Yeah.
Because now we get, we don't have to buy the UFC. We can buy, the other fight promotions. So that's all good. That's all good. So let's go into a little bit of the wrestling.
Okay.
I need you to try to sell me on wrestling. I don't think it's happening, but why do you enjoy this theater, this modern theater?
I don't even know if I do anymore. Ooh. There's a lot of terrible wrestling, and I watch too much of it. I'm gonna do another podcast with some friends, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we want to bring you on and talk about wrestling and stuff." And I was like, "Man, there's so many other comics who love wrestling, and I just watch it because I've been watching it. Like, the stuff at the very top level just isn't good."
I don't even know who the big guy is, man. Like, last big guy, I would be like, yeah, The Rock, right? Is that the last big guy? I don't even know.
So Brock's still there.
What? I thought so he went back to wrestling.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so he's currently the champion, and he only fights maybe 3 times a year, and his matches have gotten so repetitive, and they're not interesting. His most recent one was against a guy named Samoa Joe, who I'm a big fan of, just because he's a guy that I was watching on the smaller level circuits in like 2004, where he was a huge star, and only in like the past 5 years has WWE even was like taking notice that the guys that are like the big stars of the smaller companies that are selling out like maybe 500, 600, 800 people, they finally realize like, oh, these guys know how to be stars. Let's give them a chance. And so that, in that aspect, it's gotten better, to where they're allowing these guys that before they wouldn't allow. Like CM Punk might be a name you...
Oh, yeah, because he was fighting MMA for a while.
Well, he had the one
fight.
Where he didn't fare too well.
No.
But yeah, so he was a huge star on the smaller level, and he's not a huge guy, but he can talk. And they finally gave him a chance, and he became one of the top guys in WWE next to like John Cena. Like they were on.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. John Cena is the last guy that I knew of.
So Cena's still there,
but not from wrestling. I know him from
Amy Schumer's movie.
No, just being John Cena. Like they started putting him in everything.
Yeah. Yeah, he's probably still their top star. He's not in the main event matches anymore. He's now he's being used to kind of elevate other people. But
dude, okay, whoa. Before you go further, all right. So Eric and I are the same age, right? 1983. Right?
Yeah.
I remember watching WWF Federation, not this entertainment BS. watching WWF.
Let's get ready to... Yeah, that guy.
Let's get ready. No, that's boxing.
Let's get ready.
Well, WCW brought in
they did the same
Bruce
No,
Buffer.
that's way later. I'm talking the Ultimate Warrior. I'm talking the Hulkster. I'm talking,
Oh,
ooh,
yeah.
yeah, Randy Savage. Yeah, Jake the Snake. I'm talking Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I'm talking some killers. Yokozuna. I remember watching a SummerSlam with Yokozuna, and I'm like, oh, look at this fat dude. He's crushing everybody. I remember being so this is
Was it Owen Hart? That was the one.
Bret Hart.
Bret Hart,
Oh, yeah,
Owen
Bret
Hart,
yeah.
Owen Hart, who had the the thing that we shall not talk
Oh,
about.
yeah. Let's
Let's not remember that. But yeah, it's just that I remember the pageantry and how big wrestling was here. Anybody today, right? Kids today don't understand. That's all we had back then.
Yeah.
There was no, like, yeah, people kind of watched kickboxing matches and point karate and stuff like that, but there was
Boxing was still big.
Boxing was huge, yeah, because you had yeah. But I'm saying like anything more towards the flying, kicking craziness. You didn't have a UFC. You didn't have mixed martial arts. You watch boxing or you watch wrestling. That's basically what you watched. And then there was purists that were like into Greco-Roman wrestling, and that just looked super
Fun.
yeah, we'll go with that. Super fun. And I just remember how excited we used to be for these matches. Oh man, the Hulkster's gonna go up against whoever, and it's gonna be awesome. And you get excited because these guys were on the mics, and like you got excited about who could talk smack better.
Yeah.
It was all about
That's why The Rock and Stone Cold were such big names.
huge names. Yeah. Who do you think was the best on the stick, as they say? No homo taws.
Raven.
Whoa, Raven. That's a new one, isn't it?
I mean, he was 90s.
Okay.
Jake the Snake. Savage was real good too.
Oh yeah, Savage was good. Ooh yeah.
Savage might be the best.
Yeah.
I think Raven just was able to create more layers. He was a darker character. So he.
Oh, Undertaker! Don't forget Undertaker.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was a fan.
he wasn't on the mic, but.
No, he wasn't. He was very quiet. Him and who was the other guy? Kane.
And Paul Bear.
Yeah, and Paul Bear. And Paul Bear would always be. He's like this little slimy, fat little guy, and you're just like, ew.
Mick Foley, Mankind.
Oh yeah, Mankind, who is a really intelligent guy. Like really, like not his character at all.
Raven is too. Raven has a very high IQ. I think he qualifies as a genius.
Wrestling camp is tough, isn't it?
I mean, I trained. I survived, so I mean.
So if I did it, I mean.
Well.
It's tough. It's tough, right? Because you gotta be doing the acrobatics, the weightlifting, the calisthenics,
A lot of cardio.
a lot of cardio,
But then you're also essentially just throwing your body down onto wood planks, little padding. And I trained in a boxing ring, so it's not even made to
take those type of
So
balls.
it's like there's a wrestling ring which has a little more give, a little more spring to it, whereas a boxing ring, it has the spring, but it's just like, oh, if someone falls, they're not gonna die.
Wow.
And so that's what I learned in, and it was very stiff, and it's just throwing your body on there. And
So you probably got some like compartmentation. What do they call those?
Compression fracture.
Compression fractures and all kinds of crap.
yeah, I mean, I haven't had my back looked at. I should, but
That'd be a good idea.
at one point, my shoulder blade was I think it was over one of my rib cage.
Oh.
Like the opposite of where it's supposed to be. I think the rib cage is supposed to like enclose it and protect it, and it had gone on the other side.
How do you even get along with something like that? That sounds terrible.
I don't know.
What do you mean it was? Did somebody pop it back in for you?
Yeah, like I was at a chiropractor when he discovered it.
Oh, he's like, yeah, let me fix that.
And
Hey, Eric.
Yes.
I heard chiropractors are complete. Eric's a resident genius, by the way.
Oh boy.
I heard chiropractic is like quackery.
Who'd you
know
hear
this?
that from?
I think I was listening to a podcast.
Neurologists and people who work with the spine and your brain, they don't think it has any merit. What is it? A lot of therapists who work with people, they think chiropractors are just quacks. Physical therapists mostly think it's quackery.
I think it was Joe Rogan. I was watching Joe Rogan's Experience, and he hates hate chiropractic.
Well, it's the same. Like, it's the same thing as the cupping thing. Is they don't think that does that. Like, that's just placebo almost of
Right.
making you feel better.
Probably.
Yeah,
I used to get that done too.
They're technically not medical doctors, so they don't go through med school. They go through chiropractor school.
Right.
So it's completely separate from medical school.
Right.
They don't learn internal medicine. They don't have internships. They don't have to establish residency.
I like how you said that, by the way.
What's that?
Internships.
Yeah. Well,
Internships.
yeah. Well, it's like being a slave for 2 years, and then you have to establish residency, and then it sucks. 8 years of school, 2 years of residency, and internship, and you're a doctor. But chiropractors don't have to do that.
They're just like, let me mail in my for my certification here.
Let me go ahead and get an education in chiropractic
alright.
medicine.
I will say I used to work with a chiropractor and I was working as a PT, physical therapist, back in the day, and he was great. And I mean, he adjusted me, and I got neuromuscular help too, and massage and all this other good stuff. I got cupped every week.
I heard I had a friend who did it, and it sounded like she sold me on it. But then at the same time, I was like, I heard it doesn't actually. It's a lot of you just thinking.
You know, the only thing I worry about with chiropractic is that when they do the adjustments are, you get the,
Yeah.
you get all that, like it feels satisfying,
The release.
but what is it? Is it really doing something, or is it like cracking your knuckles and you're like, yeah, that felt good, but what did I really do?
Yeah.
There? Did I really do anything?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't hate my time going to a chiropractor, but I'm not like, oh man, I swear by
I
it.
gotta do that again and again.
I currently my back hurts a lot, and I'm like, oh, it would probably help right now, just because I'm not able to crack it,
Right.
and so it's like, I would like it cracked, and if I could do it, I wouldn't need a chiropractor.
Yeah, that's what they need to create, like a chiropractic machine. But here's the problem, when they do the neck part, and it's like they almost break your neck every time.
Oh man,
Yeah.
mine
How scary is that?
mine was making me wait in the room for a while, and my neck felt like it needed to be cracked, so I just went and I cracked it, and then he came in and he started doing. He's like, your flexibility is still good, but I'm not getting it to crack. And I was like, hey, I cracked it a few minutes ago.
He was gonna just keep cranking on it.
So that'll be $500.
And he was well, yeah, but he was like, yeah, you should just leave that to me.
Wait.
And I was like, well,
You should just
I got the job done.
Yeah, no, this is kind of easy, man. Can I get that? Can I get my certification now?
Yeah.
I just specialize in necks.
Yeah, print me one of those
Yeah.
certificates you got up there.
No, it's cool, man. I'll photocopy and then just put my name in there. It'll be the same thing.
But yeah, so he
Terrible.
was also working on my back, so I mean, it wasn't a wasted visit.
No. I'm not trying to. I just find it interesting that Joe Rogan is kind of what do you call it? He's respected. He's respected in the field of the body, I guess. So people listen to him.
Jesse Ventura.
The body.
knows a
That's
lot about
right.
him.
That's right. Navy SEAL, professional wrestler, and now I'm off the grid. You can't find me anymore.
Yeah.
I live in Mexico.
No one's looking, bro.
Conspiracy theories there.
You don't know. They have contrails coming out of the
Oh man,
of the planes.
chemtrails.
The chemtrails. The government doesn't want you to know. All right, Jesse, please tell us another
Yeah,
cool story, bro.
Keep going, man.
Yeah, no, this is cool. This is good. No. Seriously, listen to me. I was a Navy SEAL. If only I could say that. If I could say I was a Navy SEAL and just basically make stuff up.
That kind
I
of
mean, you
shuts
can.
the conversation
Yeah,
down.
like I was a Navy SEAL. Hey man, 2 + 2 is 3.
I mean, if you think about it.
I was a Navy SEAL. Oh, all right. I guess so.
Yeah, I
all
guess
right.
that's
whatever,
true.
Whatever you say.
Huh, weird.
I'm not gonna say no.
Lifetime of math understanding. Down the toilet. No
It's
thanks.
the new Common Core.
Yeah.
That's right.
But no, I think if you still wanted me to sell you in wrestling, I think the smaller stuff that's not WWE, like there's Access TV, which I'm sure you're familiar with because of all the MMA that they show.
Yeah.
They're showing an English version of a Japanese company.
Japanese love professional wrestling.
They do.
They love professional wrestling.
And so it's back on like an upswing right now. New Japan Pro Wrestling has a weekly show on Access. And they're showing stuff like 6 months ago that happened in Japan with English commentators, so that you can kind of learn the story.
Oh, so it's like that ninja show, but they dubbed it with the, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, American Ninja Warrior.
American Ninja Warrior. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Most Extreme Elimination Challenge, where they're making fun of the.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
But yeah, so
That's another good one though.
But yeah, so it's English commentators, so you can learn the story, and it's still the matches from Japan, where it's a big deal.
Gosh, they love that stuff.
They do,
They love it, but they also love martial arts, like pure martial arts. They're into it.
and they take wrestling very seriously there.
They take everything seriously. There's guys committing seppuku, ritual suicide, over like thimble making. You know, like I am the greatest thimble maker in the world, and it's like, but there's an imperfection, dude. Oh no. Dead. They take everything serious in Japan.
It's a mighty fine thimble you got there.
But yeah, so they New Japan's put on some of the best matches. This guy who's been
Yakuzoki Kirokuro. Is that his name? Did I get it right?
No.
well, no, there's this guy who's been reviewing wrestling for years. Like, he's a reporter. Like, he's reported, like, and he gives matches star ratings, and a lot of people put value in his ratings, even though
That's genius. Tell me if it's a good match before I watch it. What a great idea.
Yeah, and so people take his.
These guys look awesome.
Yeah, they are. That's Kenny Omega. That guy I was talking about, Kenny Omega, just had a match.
There's something creepy about ripped Japanese guys. It just doesn't look right for some reason. That guy is on all kinds of Mexican supplements, as Joe Rogan likes to say.
But yeah, so in January, Kenny Omega had a match with Okada. And this guy who's been reviewing matches, 5 stars has been the most he's ever given any match. And so, assuming that was the scale, he went and gave their match 6 stars.
He went over the scale?
Yeah, like he broke his own scale. And then they had another match recently, and he's like, well, that was 6.5.
Okay, this is now you can't even go by the scale. This is not science anymore.
So this year, that's how good the company's been this year. He just broke his scale.
So now he's got a 6-star scale.
6.5.
6.5-star scale.
This one goes to 11.
This is 11 now. No, this is a 7.
So in like 10 years, people are going to be like, oh, that match that got 5 stars that we assumed was perfect, and that's why I got 5 stars, is now like...
What makes a freaking wrestling match perfect? I want to know.
So, I mean, in my mind, there weren't mistakes, obviously.
What constitutes a mistake in wrestling?
Miscommunication, someone slips on the ropes, or
something
just doesn't...
choreography.
Something just doesn't look right. So that part, there's the drama of the match.
It's like a movie, actually.
Soap opera.
It's like fight choreography.
Yeah, it's
How real did it look?
Well, yeah. So essentially, yeah. And so in Japan, they do, for the big matches, they hit each other hard because they know their fans want it to look the most real.
I think that was a story with Boss Rutan. Boss Rutan did something where he's supposed to do like an... Okay, everybody that's watching this that might not be into... Oh, T-Bone says too sweet. I don't know what that means.
Too sweet.
So that was an NWO thing that this new group, the Bullet Club, started doing, because they do the DX Suck It thing as well.
I love that.
And so they're just doing it because they found out if they do that a bunch, it's entertaining.
Yeah, people
and
love
so
that.
they
Suck it.
They do it a lot. This tag team,
Shannon.
like,
sorry, inside joke.
but yeah, so like they do a move where they suck it and punch the guy, suck it, punch, like they'll just constantly do it, and it's very entertaining.
Okay, 2 things. First of all, the question is, don't answer it yet. The question is, in Pride, whenever they would have MMA matches in Japan, it would be bone stark quiet. That's not even a real term, but it'd be super quiet in there. Japanese people do not cheer. They respectfully watch a match. Don't answer it yet if they do that. I want to know if they do that for professional wrestling. Before you answer that question, do you have your phone?
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell people you're actually on this show right now? Because I completely forgot to have you do that. Righteous Anger Podcast. It's happening. right now. Thank you, T-Bone, for your too sweet comment. Too sweet.
Am I tagged in the video?
That's nice.
I linked your Twitter handle.
Oh.
And I tweeted about that. So.
At Just Skiff. Just Skiff. That's all it is. 2 F's.
Wow, these costumes are super ornate. I dig it.
Dude.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Eric, were you ever into professional
Oh yeah,
wrestling?
I was totally.
Okay.
I went to live matches in New York.
Who was your guy?
I was a big fan of The Undertaker actually when I was a kid. Because he was just he didn't trash talk. He just came out, did his thing, kicked ass, and then left.
Pretty much.
He just walked
I
out.
liked it when he put people in coffins. That was the best.
That was pretty cool.
I would love
Like
that.
when you saw the coffin
Oh,
coming
no.
onto the stage, it was like, it's happening.
So I did. I just retweeted and shared the live video.
Right on. Thank you.
But yeah. So in Japan,
Oh, they do cheer. Yeah.
they'll cheer. There's a big difference between them and American crowds. At least on that level, American crowds will try and chant and do a lot of chants, whereas they'll do maybe they'll like Kenny like
Ichi-ni-san! Ichi... Oh, wow. Look at that Japanese guy
But-
that's on roids and has long hair.
Come on.
But for the most part, they'll sit and like that was one of the complaints that they used to get is that they just sit and watch the matches and they don't get into it. But New Japan's gotten to them to where they know the story, they know things are building, and
Oh, so now they're becoming like American audiences?
well they'll cheer. They're not trying.
They're not trying to get their own press?
Yeah, so I see it as like a lot of American companies, their fans will try and do something to make them get over. Like the fans are like, oh, they did this wacky cheer.
I love it. I will watch this.
Yes.
I will watch Japanese professional wrestling.
So this is Okada and
Oh my
Tanahashi.
gosh. Which one's the long hair guy?
Tanahashi.
I'm a Tanahashi fan. He kind of looks like the Ultimate Warrior.
They're both on the ground.
Well,
Get
Okada makes
Wow.
it rain. He's the rainmaker, and he shoots money out of a cannon when he comes out.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
What does 1 over 100 mean? He's got a knee pad that says 1 over 100.
I believe that he's 1 in 100 or something.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's got cornrows? I didn't even notice that. So this Japanese guy's got long hair and half cornrowed,
How did
half
he get
shaved.
into that?
Oh, this kicks so much ass.
Yeah, they had.
He did superhero landing. Superhero landing.
I think I like it just because it's not what I'm used to. It's like it's so foreign right now to me.
It's the contrast. You're
Yeah,
like,
it's
this is so new and different.
It's new and different. Look at that guy. That guy looks like Miley Cyrus. He's got a Miley Cyrus haircut. Oh my god. Are all Japanese professional wrestlers blonde?
No.
Okay. Just making sure. What is he about? He's about to do this. I call this the Dirty Sanchez. Wait. 1, 2, 1, ni. No.
he let him up.
Yeah.
Well, the guy got his shoulder up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a funny hold, man.
Well, it's like a Boston crab, and then you got the arms too, so it's
So he's
also
got
like a
He's
surfboard.
got it lifted up on one side.
Well, he should turn it over.
Would that actually hurt?
What?
you?
Yeah. It'd stretch your hamstrings, and if he turns it over, it'd stretch your back and your neck.
Sorry, guys. We're watching wrestling right now, so.
That's pretty great.
Ichi, ni. Nope.
But yeah, so in Japan they treat it more like a sport. The fans do. I mean,
That's
the promotions also treat it with respect, which the WWE doesn't really do a lot of, is treating their product with respect.
Is Vince McMahon still the guy?
He's still in charge. His son-in-law Triple H is helping.
Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Yes.
Helmsley.
So you just missed the dive. You skipped.
Oh
past it.
shoot.
They were showing a replay, but.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, so-
Uh-oh, he's going to the top. He's going to the top
Going to the
turnbuckle.
top.
He's going to jump in to the outside of the ring on top of this guy. He's about to F this guy up, and bam!
Wow.
High flow.
Oh my gosh. And it hurt him.
Well, yeah. You just landed like gut first on this dude's sternum.
Oh.
Goosh.
Bam.
That's great.
See, that doesn't actually hurt him, which is, I guess that's the wrestling part.
Mhm.
But it's still, it kind of Fs him up, but it Fs you up really bad. That's what professional wrestling is. It's you fighting a guy and you getting more hurt. It seems like.
Well, the idea is you want to protect both people. But yeah, so you get hurt. I have friends who are wrestlers who made the comparison like wrestling's the worst form of entertainment like to do compared to like comedy and music. To where like if I have a bad comedy set, man, that sucks. If you have a bad like performance playing music, that's not good. Wrestling, if you have a bad match, not only does that suck, but now like you're in pain. You now have to drive home with a concussion, maybe.
Tell that to Dimebag Darrell.
Okay.
Who's that?
This guy got shot in the face after doing his set.
I don't think it was because he sucked, though.
No, it wasn't because he sucked, because he had a crazy fan shoot him in the face. But
I mean, in the 80s, they were trying to stab the bad guys, so the fans were.
jeez.
They were trying to stab, like...
Did you see that South Park episode of wrestling?
I did.
So funny. They kind of painted you us fans. I have to say us because I did used to love this, but fans of wrestling as freaking inbred idiots. No.
I mean, there's a lot that are. I'm not...
Yeah,
But yeah, so like companies like New Japan that treat it like a sport, and then there's also like smaller local, like on a smaller level of companies where they just bring out these guys that are amazing athletes that just they'll do a 630, which is so like, do you know what a 450 splash is?
What? No. What
So
is
you
that?
stand on the top rope
I'm gonna look it up.
and you're gonna flip all the way and land on your stomach.
Ooh.
So almost and so a 630 is you're gonna rotate in extra time.
Oh my gosh.
And land like neck on the guy's chest. So I look up 630 instead of 450, but
If you were a gymnast and you just try to stick it on your feet, here you try to land on a guy's...
oh, so now you also got a double moonsault, which is insane, and people who have done it have stopped doing it because it takes so much effort and hurts so much.
Okay, we're watching a 630 splash into a double moonsault.
Well, I think it's verse, so you probably get both of them.
All right, so guy gets up on the turnbuckle and does
Oh
he
man!
does 2 flips and then
Ooh.
lands
Wham!
his back on the guy's stomach. That must suck. Like, you gotta crack ribs when you do stuff like that.
Yeah, like your idea is to land like past them a little bit. Like that was a little bit safer,
Oh, okay.
where you'll land just past
No,
them.
that first guy landed
Yeah.
on the guy. Like, he probably cracked that guy's ribs.
Yeah, there's some wrestlers that are like, no, I don't want to take a 630. Don't do that to me.
Don't do that to me. If you do that to me, I'm shooting you in the face after this.
I'm gonna move out of the way. You can do it, but
Yeah, I'm
I'm
gonna-
moving.
I'm gonna roll. It's gonna hurt you.
And so a double moonsault, if you don't know, a moonsault is kind of a backflip and you land on your chest, on the guy's chest.
Okay, so this guy is bringing out a ladder. He's bringing out an A-frame ladder. He's getting on... This is a ladder match. He's getting up on the ladder. Okay, he's going... No, he's going all the way. Is he going all the way?
To the top.
I believe he does. Or to the second.
Wait, nope. And...
Oh my gosh.
He just took out 8 guys.
The best thing about that match is some guy was on the top rope and he was going to do a shooting star press, which is like a moonsault that moves forward, and he just lands on the turnbuckle
Ooh.
and just hurts himself, and it's hilarious.
Oh. And apparently everybody...
Wow, he turned his body into a cannonball. That's awesome.
So, Skiff, you ever put on these spandex banana hammocks that these guys are wearing? You ever put those on?
I had the
There we
long
go.
tights.
And bam.
Boom. Oh wow, you could really mess yourself up with that.
Oh.
Yeah, wow.
That
Yeah,
that's
he hit his
concrete.
head.
That's a neck break right there. That's a
And,
pretty solid neck break. All right, another guy doing it off the turnbuckle, and wow, he nailed that. These guys need to get into like Olympic gymnastics. Wow, that was cool.
But yeah, so there's guys doing crazy stuff like that at like a smaller level that I enjoy watching that. They just keep coming up with more crazy things to do.
Did you ever get into boards with barbed wire wrapped around them? Those type of matches?
I watched them. In Virginia, you're not allowed to even bleed. So
Oh, really? Virginia sucks.
So I gotta ask my question since
Okay.
we're film guys, and
Mm-hmm.
the one movie that like kind of stands out there is The Wrestler.
Mhm.
Have you seen that?
yeah, I have.
What do you think of that movie?
I loved it. It was very true to the art form.
And the struggles that wrestlers face.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Ready to Rumble, not so much true, but very hilarious.
I thought you were going to mention Rocky 3.
Nah.
With thunder lips in
I-
the flesh, baby.
I love this movie because I'm a big Mickey Rourke fan.
Oh, Mickey Rourke, yeah.
Yeah. So.
No, it's a great movie. When it came out, it was very real.
Wow.
How'd the wrestling community receive it?
They liked it. There's a lot of they showcased a lot of smaller companies and smaller guys And so as a fan of those companies, those guys, I enjoyed it. He does have a death match in the movie against a guy in the Necro Butcher. And
That is the best name I've ever heard in my life.
The Necro Butcher.
That is the greatest name.
Butcher of
And so-
Necros.
he had, like, that match was pretty prominent. He had a pretty good role in the movie, and so that was cool for him.
Dylan Keith Summers.
Wow, that's a very upper crust name. That guy should be in a stock exchange.
Yeah,
somewhere.
that guess wears a suit.
Hey, by the way, T-Bone, hold on a second. T-Bone's got some things. T-Bone says, little known fact, my dad fixed Big John Stud's television back in '84.
Nice.
Nice.
Lives in the area. His son, Big Sean Stud, wrestles.
Well, you know, the nut doesn't fall far from the tree. And then he also says, deathmatch wrestling is one of the most gut-wrenching things to watch.
Yeah, so there's...
What's a deathmatch wrestling match mean?
So there's a lot of different ones, but it's the ones...
Does anyone die?
One guy...
False advertising.
One guy had to get helicoptered out of a tournament of death. So there's tournaments of death matches where they have like 3-4 matches and whoever wins. And there's been times I've watched it. For a while I hated it because I was like, this isn't wrestling. This is just, they're just stupid.
Huh. 0 fatalities in the history of deathmatch wrestling.
I think that's a false advertising. I think there needs to be a couple of deaths in there.
But yeah, so I was watching one match like in my dorm room late at night, and I'm watching it, and I just started screaming a high-pitched yell because this dude takes a syringe, sticks it through the guy's cheek, out the other side, and like squirts whatever was in it out.
What?
And
What does that have to do with wrestling?
I just started yelling,
That's disgusting.
and like the same match they like dropped each other on cinder blocks, and he had like kebabs that he like jammed into the guy's head.
Like the steel kebab skewers?
Yeah, well, I mean they're wooden, but yeah,
The wooden skewers, even worse.
I mean steel would probably be worse.
I don't know, you got splinters now. That's
In your head.
Wait a minute.
In your
wait.
skull.
But yeah, so it's insane.
So deathmatch just means that they're sadistic.
Yeah.
They're doing sadistic
So
things.
it's like a lot of light tubes, a lot of barbed wire.
I used to do that.
pretty
As
sweet.
kids, we used to take those fluorescent light bulbs and just hit each other with them.
Yeah, so they're doing it to like each other's foreheads and like
Ah.
not their shirts.
So that's the stuff I was asking you about. Do you ever do a death match, I guess?
I never did, but I watch it now. It's entertaining to see how stupid these people are going to be.
I watched a Netflix special, actually, about those guys.
Vice?
Wow.
Yeah, Vice.
Yeah.
Vice, yeah. It wasn't Netflix. Thank you. It was Vice.
Yeah, they did one on the Tournament of Death last year, which was, I thought it was well done. I thought they did a good job portraying it.
Vice does a great job, man. I love Vice. But those guys were idiots. You realize this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
For little to no pay.
For nothing, these guys are almost killing themselves. And
Yeah, like at
Mutilating
one of the
themselves.
tournaments of death, the guy got thrown sideways, and he goes through a bundle of light tubes, and so like his side goes through it, slices it open. He just starts bleeding out. Like they had to helicopter him
Holy
away,
crap.
and like this is the finals of the tournament, so they gotta be like, well, bring someone else out. Let's not send the fans home with this guy almost dying.
Next,
Let's bring out the new guy.
I would love to see. I would love to see their the form that they make these guys sign
Yeah.
before these death matches.
So that's why they do it in Delaware. They don't.
Delaware does not give a about anything.
Yeah.
Holy crap! Does everything bad happen in Delaware? Seriously,
West Virginia too, but
Oh, West Virginia's bad.
Yeah,
Delaware
they
gets
lost.
Delaware gets the press though, as far as like not giving an F about anything state.
so the one time at one of the tournaments of death, they were gonna have a like fish or like a seafood match or something. There was gonna or electric eel match, and they wanted to use real live eels, and that's when Delaware's like, you can't use
Oh,
live.
they stopped there. No, PETA's
cruelty.
going to be way up in our ass about it.
Cruelty against animals. We
Yeah,
can't
we
have
can't
that.
do that.
You can electrocute each other, but
Not with animals.
you can't. Yeah, you can't use these.
PETA is
Yeah.
as a gangster, aren't they?
How do you feel about a goat on the... Yeah.
Yeah, can we do goats?
Uh,
no.
no animals.
No
Yeah.
animals.
But yeah, so that's a crazy world of wrestling that can be entertaining. Like, it's gruesome.
All right, so what's my next YouTube journey? It's gonna be the Japanese, isn't it? That looks good.
Yeah, New Japan Pro Wrestling,
That looks
Access
awesome.
TV every Friday.
Here's my idea. I come up with a great idea almost every podcast. Here's my idea. Video game of New Japan wrestling. Why isn't there an awesome video?
There has
game?
been.
Shut up.
That's got to be a thing.
So King of Coliseum for N64, 3 PlayStations.
Okay, first of all, I mean now needs to be a game.
Okay, so then
King of Coliseum 2.
There was also Fire Pro Wrestling, which based itself around the Japanese companies and like before like just had the guys but used a different name. And so they just came out with a very new updated game, but now since it's like online and licensing, they couldn't use any of the guys, but you can download pretty much anybody in the world.
I'm all about that. Like
Nice.
what they got. Oh.
So it's 2D, but
No.
it's a lot of fun.
That's fantastic.
Hold on, everybody. Can you show the crowd? Let me get this over here. Can you guys see? Yeah, can you guys see that? Okay, so it's two. Okay, look. Have you seen the UFC game? I want to see a UFC game version of that. Oh, hey, speaking of wrestling, hold on a second. I got a game for you. Hold on a second. Check out this Nintendo game I got.
Nintendo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that UFC game looks realistic, man. That's nuts.
Yeah, they should make a.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You ever play that? All right, so I just
Tecmo World Wrestling. That's awesome.
I just passed him an old NES game, Tecmo World Wrestling. Bad as that game did more to bring kids to wrestling. I think.
Starman's in it, right?
Was it? Yeah, Starman in that? No, I don't think Starman's in that. There was a couple, but this one was like the game back in the day. And yeah, the wrestling wrestling used to be serious, man. Well, I mean, I guess it's getting serious again, but that used to be it. Like you had no other options. It was wrestling all the way. Okay, so maybe I think you sold me, at least on the Japanese side of the house.
And, I mean,
you sold me.
They treat it very much like a sport. Everything there's guys in there that have done MMA fights.
Oh yeah, Starman's in there.
Starman is in there.
See, I told you.
There you go. Starman is in there.
King Slender, the Amazon,
I think-
Giant Panther.
You got to play a little. I think you got to unlock those guys or something, because those guys aren't in the first.
Oh, this guy looks like King from Tekken.
Yeah.
It's
No.
supposed
Yeah.
to be Tiger Mask.
Yeah, El Tigre. That's great.
I think this guy just sold me on freaking wrestling. Can you believe that?
Yeah, you're gonna be
I'm telling
watching.
you, New Japan's
Sorry.
had a good year.
I'm a serious fighter guy, and now I'm gonna be watching this choreography.
It's the entertainment value, man.
It
It's
is.
there.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's why I think I like the Japanese stuff, is because it's just so entertaining, especially to see other people, do
Well,
it.
another aspect of the Japanese wrestling is they have a thing like they'll have strike exchanges where they just either chop or kick the other guy. Like, well, this is
Just slap that way.
yeah. And so you'll just see like their skin just hamburgering, and
Whoa.
it's just like an idea of who's tougher.
Wow.
And so like they're laying in the strikes, like they're hitting them. Like obviously it's not like they know that person's gonna hit them, but it's they pretty much are going head to head. Like who's tougher? You hit me, I'll hit you. Let's
Hey,
see.
let me see your computer.
Okay. Be gentle.
Don't worry, I'll be gentle with her.
And then they also have this idea of fighting spirit, where they'll get hit with a bunch of moves, and then they'll get back up and yell and hit their own move. And
Is that kind of like?
That's like the Hulkster,
I
man.
was about to say, is that like the Hulkster, and his arm would go up when you think he was out, and he's like, "No, brother, I'm still in there."
similar, yeah.
Start shaking and dancing around the ring, and you're like, oh man, he's gonna kick my ass now. What's he? Ah, crap. What you looking up, huh?
Lots of pornography.
Oh, great.
You're welcome. Let's see, where is it?
We'll bookmark so I can watch it later.
Okay. I'm
Are you doing Don Fry and Takayama?
No, but Don Fry was the American hero, wasn't he?
Yeah. Did you see him in Takayama? Their MMA fight, where they just pretty much were like, all right, screw it, let's just punch each other in the face.
Yeah, and they were just, well, yeah, that's classic actually.
And so Takayama wrestled for New Japan for a long time.
Okay, have you? Oh, wait a minute. Have you ever seen anything like this in the matches that you're talking about? For those of you guys playing online, warning: graphic, horrifying UFC fighter leg snap. Have you ever seen anything like? Oh,
I watched this live, right? Where he
you watch this?
Where he blocks the kick, right?
Yeah.
Checks the kick.
And
Broke.
good night.
Ow!
Floppy leg. He's doing the floppy Elvis leg.
It
So
comes down, he's gonna hurt so bad. And
So people listening at home, Anderson Silva goes to kick Chris Weidman. He checks the leg, which means he blocks the kick with his shin, and breaks Anderson Silva's shin bone in half, and it flops around like a wet fish in half. And he tries to stand on it because that's what happens. Like it happens so fast. You go to kick, they check it. And then, your leg comes back down and you try to stand on it. And then your shin basically crumples in half.
ow!
It is so it looks rubbery. It's disgusting. You ever see anything like that in wrestling?
Sid Vicious
Oh,
jumped
boy.
off the top rope. And his leg just is gone. You can probably find that on YouTube. Sid Vicious leg. It might be the first video. Just searching Sid Vicious.
So he jumps from the top rope, lands on his leg.
Yes.
Let's see if I can pull it up.
Pull that thing out.
Sid Vicious.
Sid Vicious.
Yeah, you probably have to add leg, but because there's the musician.
That T-Bone says all of the WWE games have been crap recently. They decided to start making them less arcade and more simulation.
Ow! Oh my gosh! Here, have a look at this.
Replay that. Oh my gosh! And in the boot too.
Bam!
Ooh, in the boot.
Replay.
That is disgusting.
And
Oh my gosh! How did that even happen?
he came down on the leg wrong, man. Bam!
Yeah, but how do you?
He should have went forward
His
with
boot
it.
probably wasn't tight enough. I don't know.
That was the angle you did not want to see it in. Oh my gosh! Oh, and those boots, man! Like they wear those big like knee high boots.
Yeah, that's a bunny
That's
rabbit.
supposed to protect your ankle.
That's a bunny rabbit break right there,
Oh
man.
my! Well, his ankle didn't break. It was his. When that was his
No, I'm
shin.
just saying it's a bunny rabbit break because you sound like a bunny rabbit after screaming at the top of your
Wow,
lungs. High pitch.
Sid Vicious, man.
But yeah, so that was bad.
That was disgusting.
Very similar leg injury, but
Okay, well you came prepared, man. You know your stuff. I think you're more excited about wrestling than you are comedy, man. You brightened up and lightened up and everything. Look at you.
I mean, I regularly talk about wrestling. But
You gotta have
That's-
live wrestling commentary.
That's true.
I've started recently. I've started doing commentary for a local company.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wince, cringe, rewind.
Skip the bullshit. Come on, get to it. There we go.
I hate that in these
There we go.
videos. Nice. So we're looking at videos of I think that was Kurt Angle.
Bob Holly.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, wow. Ouch.
I think that was Yokozuna. Okay, that was
Sabu breaks his neck.
the
Oh,
Sheik.
wow.
the sheet. Oh, what was wrong with that guy's face?
It was just bleeding. It's fine.
It
That
was
wasn't the injury.
It was a bloody pulp.
This is the injury.
And
Oh, gosh.
what did he do?
He broke his neck.
Oh, his neck's broke.
Yeah.
And yeah. Well, of course you broke your. How do you not get out with a broken neck, or how do you get away from a broken neck on that?
I don't know.
Are they going to show the most vicious of all injuries, Owen Hart?
The video for that is not available.
Oh, I watched that live.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, you haven't seen that?
No.
Oh, are you talking about Owen Hart's neck?
When he died.
Yeah, they didn't show him falling on TV.
No, I watched it. No, they effed up. I watched it.
I'm telling you, it wasn't on TV.
I watched it somewhere. I saw that. Ooh. Ooh.
All right. Okay, Tom.
Wrestling's been around since 1871? Professional wrestling?
They're not gonna. I'm telling you, it's not gonna be in this video of him falling.
Oh, darn.
It's locked away. in the.
Locked away in the vaults for when they can make real money.
It'll come out. I don't know.
You tell. It's probably on the dark web somewhere. I'm sure.
Yeah, I can find it.
You talking to a genius over here.
Whoa.
Check
Okay.
me out, genius.
So that's just Sting coming down, but that's not Owen Hart falling.
Darn it. Okay.
All right. Anyway.
We'll find it.
So yeah, Owen Hart does this stunt where he starts off at like the rafters of the stadium, and his line breaks as he's being lowered down or jumps down or whatever. His line breaks, I think it was.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh, I did see that live.
I thought I saw it live too.
I
I'm
remember
telling
watching
you,
that as a kid.
It happened while they were showing a promo from probably from Owen.
Oh really? So they're
Like
showing.
he was getting ready to go down, and he was like testing it, and that's when he started to fall. And as he's falling, he's like telling the referee underneath to move out of the way to like save the referee's life.
Oh wow.
So like his last act was to like protect this referee.
Jeez. Well, you can't say these guys don't have balls.
It's pretty selfless too. You're falling to your death, and you're like, dude, move out of the way so you don't die. Also.
Meanwhile, everybody else would have been like, dude, stay right there, don't move.
Like honestly, it's possible if he fell on that guy, he could have lived. The other guy could have died, but.
Man.
Yeah, man.
Well, on that note, is this where we end the show?
But no, there's a lot of mediocre wrestling that's at the top level, and then there's a lot of great wrestling that's underneath it. And I think that stuff's worth checking out. There's a lot of guys on the smaller level busting their butts.
So why don't you go ahead and plug? Where do you watch this stuff?
So New Japan has a show on Access every Friday at 8 p.m. They also have their own subscription website, newjapanworld.com. It's 999 yen.
Yen. That doesn't sound real.
The WWE has their own network type streaming service, which is $9.99, and they have some decent stuff there where they show kind of the smaller level called NXT.
$9.
Yeah, not bad.
$9.
And then so kind of the smaller companies, there's a Ring of Honor, there's Evolve. Evolve is a part of a service called Flow Slam, where they live stream the shows from a few different companies. And then other companies you can buy like the videos later or buy a DVD if you're a crazy person.
That's where they're going wrong. They gotta put that. They gotta give you a little bit, like like a good Coke dealer gives you just a little bit of the stuff.
So yeah, normally each company will have matches on YouTube. You can.
There you go. That's what you need to do.
And so there's also a few years ago they did a thing called Better Than Raw or something like that, where they pretty much at the same time Monday Night Raw was airing on YouTube, they had a live stream featuring a match from like 10 different companies to showcase kind of this is what the company's all about, this is the people. But yeah, so Evolve's real good. CZW has those death matches. Beyond Wrestling has some stuff. Chikara is a company that has a bunch of wacky characters, which is fun. And they do some funny stuff.
How do you spell that? Chikara?
Yes, Chikara. The logo's a Japanese symbol that might even be called Chikara, like for fighting, the Japanese symbol for fighting. The little almost pie symbol.
Strength.
That might be what it is.
Yeah.
So that's their logo. They're cool. AEW is in the Midwest. I like them a lot. Pro Wrestling Guerrilla is in California. They're like front row tickets to their shows are hundreds of dollars. They put on that good of a show that they sell at this 200-person venue. While, meanwhile, every ticket's almost $100.
Jeez.
Like that's how good it is. Unfortunately, they don't do live streaming. I don't know if it's because of the people that they bring in or just because they're like on the West Coast and they're like, people aren't gonna stay up. But they constantly put on some of the best shows of the year every year, especially for America.
Wow.
Nice.
All right. Well, I think
They've been up for
that's enough, man.
They've got DVD catalog running all the way back to 2003.
Jeez. So check those out. All right, that'll get you started. If you want to learn any more, just at Skiff. He'll give you more.
Yeah.
What as far as like your comedy and things like that, how can people get in touch with you?
So Twitter's definitely one of the places I plug shows and put jokes, and you don't have to look at my face. We've already been over that. I mean, my face is there like once in the picture.
That's all we need.
And then Facebook, I promote shows. I probably should have had the shows I needed to promote ahead of time. I just did Jam and Java this past weekend. I'll be there again in October, so that's probably not a good thing to plug. I'm at Town Tavern in DC a bunch. I'm going through my calendar to see where I'm booked. But yeah.
Should I shine you with the light real quick? Because you're scrolling.
I mean, I have a minute, right?
And
yeah.
next up.
Yeah, so I'm at Town Tavern in DC. I'm at Epicure Cafe first and third Wednesday of every month. I host open mic there. There's a lot of places. Pretty much I promote most of the book shows on Facebook and Twitter. And then open mics, I mean, it's an open mic. If you don't need to go see me there, but it'd be cool if you did.
That's the wrong attitude.
You guys need to pay money to see me.
You know what? I think I'm gonna man. Thank you. I think I'm gonna manage him. What do you think? Should I manage him?
To be your first agented comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll be our first comedian.
Works.
We'll-
Repped by Vicar.
We'll change his whole thing though. We'll like say he has to come out in a suit and tie, and he has to have a man bun. You gotta
Oh
have
my
a man
gosh.
bun with a little fedora on the man bun.
And during the act, you change your look to where you're comfortable.
Yeah. You start off looking like a douche, and then you can look like you again.
Yeah.
All right?
Little fedora for your man bun, so you
Yeah.
can just flick it at me.
I'll have the contract drawn up.
Thanks.
Yeah. We'll
So
go
who's
through
Skiff repped by Vicar out of Chantilly?
that.
Ooh.
Well, he must be pretty serious. He's got an agent. That might help. You got an agent going in there doing your battles for you, talking to these promoters. Like, no, Skiff will not stand for this. All right. That's
Going
kind of
on
serious.
third, at least third.
That actually might be good for him though, because that'd be like, oh, this guy's people.
Or it'd be like, we don't want to deal with them.
No, he is prima donna.
Agented.
But yeah, also for the area local to us, Blue Iguana's been running shows on Sunday nights that have been real good.
The Blue Iguana still is around?
Yes.
Holy crap, I am out of the loop.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, they have great shows there put on by John Coulter, John Yeager. Great guys. I'm probably going to be there hopefully soon. Hopefully this podcast gets me a booking.
Did you hear that, Yeager? Did
Wow.
you hear that, Yeager and Coulter? Get him on there. He's hilarious.
Wow, their website got hacked.
Who's that? Whose website?
Blue Iguanas.
I'm telling you, man.
That's great.
Blue Iguana. That's been a dive for the funniest story from Blue Iguana. Catholic Craig goes in there with some other people, and there's dancing girls in cages in there,
Oh my.
in the middle of like
Oh,
suburbia.
you're thinking
dude.
Fast Eddie's.
No, I'm thinking Blue Iguana.
There were cages in Blue Iguana?
The chicks dancing and like go-go dancers in the middle of
What the
yeah. I was like, what? I'd never been in there, so I don't know. But he told me that story. I was like, well, maybe I should go check that out.
This place is happening.
Hey, this is right for this area.
Need more of this.
That doesn't make any sense. All right, well, thank you, Skiff, for coming on the show, man. So we are going to go ahead and make sure that Skiff gets his plugs.
Mad props.
Get those props out there. He's hilarious, man. Like, I think the number one problem with Skiff is not that he's not funny. He's hilarious. Number one problem is that he doesn't feel like dancing for you.
I'm not your monkey.
He's not your monkey. He's not going to just put up Facebook Instagram pictures of himself when he's, here's me smiling. Now here's me frowny face. Now here's me, I'm eating a cheeseburger. No, Taco Bell, right?
Yeah, Taco Bell.
Always
every day.
Taco Bell. This guy freaking eats Taco Bell
So Skiff's not a selfie queen.
I'm telling
He's not a
I'm telling you,
self-employed.
sign up for my GoFundMe. I want to do Taco Bell every day, 30 days, 4 meals a day.
You want to be like the
Nice.
Yeah.
like the McDonald's.
Yeah, but my agenda is
Supersize
to
me?
make them look good,
not make them look bad.
Look how much weight I lost on the Taco Bell
on the
diet.
Taco Bell.
Look how much fun I'm having.
What is the newest thing on their menu? Do they still do gorditas, or is there a new thing?
They got that wide taco, the
Yeah,
chalupa.
that's going away. Probably Tomorrow's Thursday, yeah. So that's
Oh.
actually ending tomorrow, and they're bringing in a beefy potato burrito.
How can you like this garbage? This is garbage food. You realize this, right?
It's delicious garbage.
Excuse me.
I ate it tonight.
Did you really?
Yeah, I had
Did you
Taco Bell before I came here.
Are you serious?
3 soft tacos.
Do you realize he is like the unofficial mascot of Taco Bell?
Yeah.
For less than
Unofficial.
$5, you got 3 tacos. That's
There you go.
fantastic.
$3.82, I believe.
The one,
$4.42.
the meat was like baby poo in a diaper.
Delicious baby poo.
Oh my gosh, you guys both like it?
Taco Bell's great. It's cheap, it's tasty.
Oh,
quick.
Ooh, that's like a guaranteed trip to the
Do
bathroom.
you eat at McDonald's?
Negative.
Good. McDonald's is the worst.
Oh yeah,
Don't eat there.
But
Oh.
no, they,
pink chicken meat.
look,
No.
all I'm saying is people say Taco Bell makes people go to the bathroom, right?
Mhm.
Food makes people go to the bathroom. I don't know if you know how food works,
Yeah,
but that's the outcome because of food.
yeah, but why so quickly?
Maybe you're not eating enough Taco Bell. Do you know how
Yeah.
much cheese is in that?
You gotta get stuffed, man.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, eat more.
I got to become a chalupa.
double stuffed.
Yeah.
You are what you eat, by the way.
This cheesy gordita crunch, man. You gotta get one of those. With a nacho shell.
I gotta tell you, this at this time of night, it sounded freaking good right now.
Yeah.
All I want to do is sit down, watch some wrestling with the gordita.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do anyways tonight. So
Leo, that's the American dream, my friend.
Is it?
Yeah, beers, some tacos, watching
Oh.
Japanese wrestling.
yeah.
I thought the news told me I should go get like a what is it like a
quinoa.
yeah, but what is the thing that celiac is it? What is it? Something free.
Gluten free.
Yeah, I need to eat gluten free. Freaking. See, I'm so at a loss of words. I'm
I
trying to
wonder
think of
if they
the.
have- do they have-
I'm trying to think of the crunchiest thing I can think of right now.
A crunch wrap.
Sure, whatever. No.
Crunchy taco.
No. Like
Crunchy like
like a salad, a salad wrapped in a salad with another salad wrapped.
you
in
want like
it.
hummus chips.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's what I should be. I
Hummus
feel like
chips
that's.
and hummus dip.
Is that not the American way
Pretty crunchy.
now?
Yeah, I guess.
While I watch CNN and
Have your vegan tacos.
my vegan. Thank you.
My
I
vegan,
was trying to think of freaking words that could talk about vegan.
fat-free,
gluten-free.
gluten-free.
If you're gonna be a vegan, you might as well be a freegan, where you just take all the leftovers from other people, and you go dumpster diving behind restaurants, making food out of that.
You can dumpster dive in this area and get a pretty good meal. I'm just saying,
I mean,
this is a
you-
very rich area.
You don't see
You know,
that
it's
many
garbage
thin
food,
homeless
right?
folk.
Whatever, huh?
You don't see that many thin homeless folk around here.
You really don't.
Yeah.
Although I did see one, but I think she might have been into the drugs.
Yeah.
Just saying. All right, guys. Well, that's another episode of the Righteous Anger Podcast. Fun, awkward, and we talked about wrestling. So what do you want? That was awesome. I'm into wrestling now. He actually sold me. I didn't think that was going to be
We
possible.
did it, guys.
Thank you, Ryan Plank. Crunch Wrap, Supreme all the way. Gluten, yes, that's Ryan. You got it. I was trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Couldn't think of the gluten
This
free.
has been a Crunch Wrap supremely good day.
It has been. All right, guys. You know what you could help us with? You could help us with. Let me get my.
The theme song again?
No. Yeah. Give me the
let's
theme
do
song.
that.
Yeah, but give me a longer theme song, like a couple seconds, more than one.
Righteous anger, it's the podcast, righteous anger.
Yes. Perfect. All right. Cool. We're gonna cut that. That is awesome.
Put some tunes over it.
We're gonna
It's
yeah.
good.
We're gonna auto tune it a little bit.
Where's your whistle?
Oh yeah. How did it go?
Righteous anger, it's the podcast.
That might be copyright.
This is so stupid. This is the dumbest
Oh,
podcast
that's
we've
great.
done. I love
That's
it.
so great.
I do love this. Righteous Anger Podcast. Okay, so just go to, if you want to support us, like the podcast. Ryan just gave us a smiley face. Yes, Ryan, you're the best. I love you. Go like this, subscribe, all the other stuff that you need to do, that it says for you to do. The little buttons on there. We're on YouTube. We're on, what are we on? We're on YouTube. We're on Stitcher. Let's not forget Stitcher. You want to listen to some podcasts? We got 18 of these biatches for you to listen to. Yeah, man. Righteous Anger Podcast. If you want to help us monetarily and get some cool swag, you go to Epilogue Shirts. That's EPILOGUE Shirts. Epilogue. It's the end. It's the story after the story. We got this great idea. We created a website. We created shirts. You can wear them. Go check them out. They're growing every week. We got new shirts. Righteous Anger Podcast has a cool, a code, a coupon code. If you type in RAP10, that's RAP 10, in the promo code box on checkout, you can receive 10% off your entire purchase of awesome swag, cool shirts with different designs on them. Right now we're working on a bunch of Quentin Tarantino shirts. Who doesn't like Quentin Tarantino? Do you like Quentin Tarantino?
He's alright.
No, you son of a bitch. Alright, let's not have him back on the show.
Yeah, he's banned.
You're done. You're done. You'll never work in this town again, Skiff. Anywho, let's get back to positivity. The more you buy, the more money you save with RAP10, RAP10 in the coupon code at epilogueshirts.com. And of course, the more you support the work we do on Righteous Anger Podcast, the more Righteous Anger Podcast you get. Also, another way that you can personally help the show, please let us know great topics or guests that we should have on the show. Just message us. Go on the Righteous Anger Podcast Facebook page and let us know who should we have on. What kind of person? We've had comedians on, massage therapists, pole dancers, or fitness pole. Not like the actual...
Not strippers.
Not strippers. We haven't had strippers on.
Yet.
I knew he was going to say that. Atheists, Christians, all kinds of just nefarious and wonderful folk. Depending on who you are, you'll see that one way or the other. Finally, thanks for listening. Next week, we will be inviting the funny and talented. Check it out next week. You'll see who we have on.